For the West Bengal and other elections. We'll try to go across and see what those numbers are looking like in a short while from now. So today's Chanakya numbers are already out. We'll put out those numbers in a short while from now. There are multiple states, Kerala, Assam, a lot of states. We see that the analysis of today's Chanakya is already out. We'll put out those numbers in a short while. All right, so let's put out those numbers which are coming in today's Chanakya exit poll numbers. NDA, India Alliance and others. This is Assam. Okay, let's go to Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor. Very clearly, NDA getting some great numbers there in Assam. A sweep for Himanta Biswa Sarma.
Well, yes, a clear majority, and this seems like the biggest of the numbers being given by today's Chanakya. They have released it just a while back because they believe that they should be very diligent with the numbers, check and cross-check before releasing them, and that's why not yesterday but today. They have released 2 states now, Shivangi, and we have the numbers, Assam and Kerala. In Assam, they are giving BJP plus, which is BJP-led alliance, 50% vote share forecast, 50% plus minus 3%, that's their error margin. And so far as seats are concerned, they are giving 102 seats to the NDA, BJP-led alliance, plus minus 9 seats margin. So it can, on the higher side, go up to 113. On the lower side, can remain at 91. For the Congress party, the number is 23 with plus minus 9 seats and others 1 seat, which means if you keep with the mean, the Congress gets 23, BJP gets 102. That's perhaps the biggest number that's been given to the BJP in Assam. Now I go to Kerala. If we have broken the numbers, no, we are staying with Assam for now. That's again a big thumbs up to Himanta Biswa Sarma, the Chief Minister of Assam, by one more pollster. We have seen how yesterday almost all, in fact, all the exit polls have given edge and the government of Assam to the BJP-led alliance in this elections. And now if we can move to Kerala, numbers are there on screen. But if I could just shoot from what I have till the time the numbers are put out on screen. Can I ask the output to put the numbers of Kerala also on screen? And okay, so the Kerala numbers come in. These are Assam numbers still. Okay, Kerala numbers. We have the UDF with 40% seat share at 69 seats. We have LDF with 38% seat vote share at 64 seats. So which means it's giving edge to the UDF of 5 seats. The plus minus 9 seat margin remains. In vote share, it's clear for 2% lead over the LDF for the UDF, which is of course the Congress-led alliance in Kerala. The BJP gets 20% vote share and 7 seats. So possibly this is the biggest number being given to the BJP in the state of Kerala. There is a segment-wise division of votes as to which community has voted for which formation. So the Nayars voting for 32% for the Congress-led UDF, 39% for BJP, and 28% for the LDF, which means there is a swing of the Nayar vote that has happened from the left to the BJP. Muslims vote 62% for the Congress-led UDF, obviously because the Muslim League is with the Congress party, 4% to the BJP and 33% to the LDF. Ezawas 20% to the UDF, 32% to the BJP and 47% to the LDF. So Ezawas essentially sticking with the left. Christians 53% to the Congress-led UDF, 11% to the BJP and 34% to the LDF. That's how the community-wise bifurcation stands in Kerala. But essentially, like many other polls, today's Chanakya also giving Kerala to the UDF by a margin of 5 seats. Not a big one, but still. And Kerala is 120 seat assembly, and at 69 you are comfortably through. But if you look at it, in the case of Kerala, even the LDF is getting 64, which means there's going to be some tussle there as to who forms the government. Coming back to Assam, for community-wise analysis, if we can flip back to Assam, these are numbers, of course, of Kerala. But okay, we switch back to Assam, and in the case of Assam, if I give you the community-wise analysis, the Muslims 14% vote for the BJP, 66% for the Congress. The SCs 68% for the BJP, 27% for the Congress, and the OBCs 69% for the BJP, 23% for the Congress. And the scheduled tribes 63% for the BJP and 26% for the Congress. So except for the Muslim community, which is voting tremendously for the Congress party, all of them otherwise voting the BJP, and that's getting reflected in the numbers of today's Chanakya. We'll wait before they release. Every 15 minutes they are releasing the numbers. So the next round of numbers of Tamil Nadu comes at 6 p.m. We'll come back to you with more of that. And 6:15, the Bengal numbers of today's Chanakya coming in. So be with us as we bring to you those numbers. Assam, Kerala out, Bengal and Tamil Nadu next.
All right, well, thank you, Abhishek. So waiting for more numbers to come in. They'll be coming in very shortly, today's Chanakya poll numbers. And we're taking a short break right now. Do not go anywhere. Getting you all the latest updates and the coverage of Polar Polls, top analysis by top editors in Republic. Stay tuned.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है?
अरे मेरे राजा,
मसाला।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old. Now the ASRAAM brings fire-and-forget technology. Once the pilot locks on and fires, the missile finds the target on its own, even if the jet turns away to dodge enemy fire. It also works with helmet-mounted displays, so the pilot can just look at the enemy plane through the visor and the missile follows the eyes. This high off-bore sight ability lets the jet attack from strange angles without turning the whole plane first. This upgrade matters a lot because the region stays tense. Pakistan flies JF-17 jets with modern PL-10 missiles that reach farther and lock on quicker. China uses even better systems on its J-20 stealth fighters and other planes. In a real dogfight, the old MiG-29 with R-73 could lose the first shot. With ASRAAM, the Indian pilots get longer reach, faster lock,
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और परेशान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी every day.
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाए जीरा से MTH का जलजीरा जीरा से
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MTH
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old. Now the ASRAAM brings fire-and-forget technology. Once the pilot locks on and fires, the missile finds the target on its own, even if the jet turns away to dodge enemy fire. It also works with helmet-mounted displays, so the pilot can just look at the enemy plane through the visor and the missile follows the eyes. This high off-bore sight ability lets the jet attack from strange angles without turning the whole plane first. This upgrade matters a lot because the region stays tense. Pakistan flies JF-17 jets with modern PL-10 missiles that reach farther and lock on quicker. China uses even better systems on its J-20 stealth fighters and other planes. In a real dogfight, the old MiG-29 with R-73 could lose the first shot. With ASRAAM, the Indian pilots get longer reach, faster lock, and higher chance to survive. The missile also works well against low-flying drones that are hard to see on radar. Many experts see drone swarms as the new big threat in air wars, and this
From Asia's largest news headquarters, setting the agenda for Bharat. You're watching Republic.
Very good evening, viewers. We are getting you the top analysis of the poll of polls, the biggest exit poll trends analyzed by our top editors. We'll get to all the latest as we count down to May 4th with Arnab. But the top headlines first. Let's get started. Post-poll violence in West Bengal. TMC workers attack RSS worker, vandalize his home, and Bengal police have arrested the RSS worker instead of the TMC worker.
আপনি ভিভিপ্যাট এখানে কাগজ নিয়ে এখানে মানুষকে শো করছেন এই তো আপনার গাড়িতে আমি সিজ করেছি আপনি ডুপ্লিকেট ভিভিপ্যাট এবং ভোটিং মেশিন এখানে মানুষকে প্রভোগ করছেন 100 মিটার 200 মিটারে বা আপনি সাধারণ নির্বাচনে যদি বাধাদান করেন
Bengal cop confronts TMC worker and Bengal video showed the police confronting TMC worker intimidating voters. Election Commission says 77 cases of EVM tampering have been reported, re-polling likely before May 2nd.
ज़्यादा सीटें आ रही हैं तृणमूल की आप देख लेना मतलब मुझे मालूम है ईडी का डर सबको लगा रहता है क्योंकि मोस्टली तो बिजनेस हाउसेज हैं सारे
TMC confident of win even after exit polls suggest otherwise. In conversation with Republic, TMC MP Kirti Azhar targets Home Minister Amit Shah. Factional feud grows in Kerala, Congress despite exit poll majority. Following exit poll predictions, yesterday emergency meet called in Tamil Nadu. MK Stalin calls for an emergency meeting with senior leaders after TVK chief is holding meeting with his candidates and cadres. All right, putting on the latest numbers for you today, Chanakya has released the exit poll results for Tamil Nadu. So we'll put out that shortly. So we have the Tamil Nadu analysis. And DMK is getting an edge in Tamil Nadu. So DMK and Alliance 39% vote share plus minus 3%. AIA DMK led Alliance 27% vote share plus minus 3%. TVK 30% minus plus 3% as margin. So we're getting these updates coming in. Others at 4% vote share plus minus 3%. The numbers are out. Tamil Nadu numbers are out. This is today's Chanakya exit poll numbers. We've already seen the numbers there when it comes to Assam and Kerala, where in Kerala we have seen anti-incumbency, UDF getting edge in Kerala. Assam sweep there and a big victory for the BJP. So we have put out the latest numbers. We have also put out the exit poll numbers that have been predicted. Today's Chanakya has released the exit poll results for Tamil Nadu. Giving, once again, I'll just read out the vote share there. So AIADMK plus is a 27% vote share plus minus 3%. That's the margin of error. DMK plus 39% vote share plus minus 3%. TVK, like other polls are predicting, making inroads into Tamil Nadu on its debut. 30% vote share for TVK plus minus 3% there. And others 4% vote share plus minus 3%. Okay, let's put out the Assam numbers as well for you. So today's Chanakya exit poll numbers: Assam NDA 102, India Alliance 23 plus, others 1 plus. So we see a great victory there in terms of the numbers for Chanakya numbers, today's Chanakya numbers, which have been released for Assam. So victory for the BJP, the Congress second by a huge margin. All right, so those are the pictures coming in as well. We can see that's Simanta Biswa Sarma there. And Arnab's coverage of poll of polls has gone viral across social media. Arnab's conversation with Access My India pollster Pradeep Gupta has gone viral. Pradeep Gupta revealed how pollsters were arrested in Bengal. Let's take a listen in to that viral conversation.
I have had, Mamta has filed so many FIRs on me. And these chamcha channels are sitting in Bengal. She files FIRs on me.
Team, you could survive now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know how to handle this gundaism of Trinamool Congress. Sudipta Sarkar, ami kichu bhul bolchi.
So jisko jo bolna bolne to Arnab, you are doing wonderful job. Keep on doing that.
No, 1 minute. I want to go to Pradeep Gupta. Okay, the discussion is not on Republic. Pradeep Gupta of Access My India. He's not fully with us, but we love him. Great guy. Now tell me one thing, Pradeep. I am told that you have not released your Bengal number. Is this true? If so, why?
Arnab, thank you for having me here. And coming to the Bengal, generally our methodology is that we go face to face and talk to people post-election. And we tried doing so post the first phase of election, and we could have end up talking to only 20 to 30% of our sample universe. 70 to 80% people say we don't want to talk. They simply does not open their mouth and moves away. And we decided let's wait for a second phase to happen, which held today. And tomorrow again my team will go and try and do the needful. And if we are satisfied with our sample, and if people speak to us, we will come out and present our exit poll.
Then what will happen to the phase 1 number where people did not speak to you? Will you try to go back?
We will go to the consistency of phase 1 also once again. We will try to do this.
You think people will be more honest in speaking after the exit polls are out? They'll feel more relief today, they'll go. But then, you know, that also is not right. No, if you go there today and the other exit polls are showing, and I want to get MR also, and if the other exit polls are showing that BJP is leading, if not sweeping, then maybe there will be more for BJP in your poll. Then will your poll be as credible?
There may be a bias there.
That's right, Arnab. That's the possibility. That's the possibility one cannot rule out. Once the exit poll numbers out, the response is going to play some kind of a bias into that. That's not, not a single % doubt. but we don't have any choice. I can't put my numbers before I get fully satisfied with my sample. With that have to be representative enough.
We want to say anything about what you saw generally? I mean, this is a very interesting line taken, Abhishek, by him. Maybe you can say he's cautious, but I would say he's being honest. He's not making things up. But what about the other pollsters? Are you saying the other pollsters have made it up, Pradeep?
I'm not saying so. They are doing good job. And what I can say about others, I can tell about myself.
What's the feeling you got? You were there for some time.
That's what, there is no feeling. Otherwise, I would have come with my numbers today. If people are not speaking, I don't know what's there in their mind.
Why would people not speak? I said some time back, talking
fear
about
factor, fear factor, sheer fear factor.
Fear of Mamta, right? Fear of Mamta.
And I'll tell you, Arnab, 3 months back, my 5 surveyors has been put behind the bar in Damdam jail. They were there for 22 days, and we go to Calcutta High Court, and the charges against our surveyors was they are sent by this party and that party, and whatever number or who has given them the permission. I said, by opinion poll करने, जनमत संग्रह करने, लोगों की राय जानने के लिए, you tell me where should I go, which is the authority I should get permission from. And they said, nothing doing, you can't do the poll. So this is the kind of situation prevailing on the ground.
So that would mean that people would be less than honest. BJP supporters will either stay away from a poll or be less than honest, Abhishek. Which means, maybe I'm right here, that eventually...
I'd like to come in.
Under the three factors they are running in Bengal.
But Sudipta Sarkar, pro-TMC is responding.
I have a very...
One is what you are saying is anti-incumbency. Also compare that BJP is also in power for 15 years in center.
No. In Bengal, the fear is... he is pollsters. Sudipta, you should be ashamed that you are such an insecure party. I know you people. No, you people have arrested my reporters, filed FIRs on me. Every morning you wake up and file an FIR on Republic Bangla. Okay, we are a channel. You don't like us because we are criticizing you. Have exposed Bhaipo. But why are you scared of a pollster? Why did you arrest? Why did you arrest the pollsters, officers working in Bengal?
Shame
on
you guys, man. That is the level of intimidation that you have.
That can be a state policy, but the thing is that people in Bengal are having anti-incumbency in both the sides. In BJP.
I don't believe what's going on here, Abhishek, Anyway, I do appreciate his honesty there. Pradeep is in a tough spot.
And Hemanta Biswa Sarma has pushed back Bengalis like anything. That is also two things.
Stop trying to do Assam versus Bengal. That has also been rejected. People in Assam have also rejected you, and Bengali-speaking people in Assam have also rejected you. You are typically na ghar ka na ghat ka.
How can you rely Bengalis that Bengalis?
You have tried Tripura rejected, Goa rejected, Assam rejected, Meghalaya rejected. Now Bengal rejected. জায়গা বাকি নেই আপনার জন্য আর আপনি ঘুগনির দোকানটা খুলে দিন you open a ঘুগনি ka dukan. Your Mamta used to say, no, why is there unemployment? ঘুগনি বিক্রি করো, sell ঘুগনি, which is a kind of chola. Send chola in the streets of Calcutta. Now you also do that.
No, people of Bengal are very sensitive.
Rohan wanted to say something here. Rohan wanted to say something to what we heard from Axis My India, which is taking an unconventional decision of holding back the poll. You can, please.
But I think even in taking his unconventional decision, he has communicated something. If 70% people are not ready to say anything, it means it is a clear-cut victory for BJP, because the only scare they have is to speak for BJP. You ask anybody, you open any channel, when people don't answer.
Let him talk, no, yaar.
The next question,
Sudipto,
please, what are you talking?
Sudipto, let Rohan speak, no? He's been in Calcutta.
When there is a next question by the, when there is a next question by the journalist, what is your view? They will say, I want change. So I think if Mr. Pradeep is not releasing the poll, it means BJP is going for a landslide victory.
I think Pradeep will release the poll. He will wait till tomorrow. He will go back. I think I'll tell you what he does, what he will do. Since I've been a sociology student, he will go with a bigger sample. Probably in phase 1, phase 2. He may take up to 48 hours. but he will take a bigger sample, and I predict that Pradeep
there are
could
many
come back
chances
with
of
a
bias there. After one day,
that may not be a major bias, but people may.
There's a huge chance of bias.
I think no, it won't be because people will still be scared of till 4th because they know what happened last time in Bengal, right? The fear factor will stay till 4th. Am I right, Pradeep?
Yeah, absolutely, Arnab. And it's not the first time our people have sent to jail. In 2017, also our people sent to in Jalpaiguri jail, and they spent about 15 good days there.
Can I ask you something?
Calcutta High Court given a verdict in our favor. You do your job, don't worry about all these police and all that. But you know how the things are on the ground.
But polling is excellent, right? How do you read the polling? At least give me a comment on the polling trend today.
Polling is good, Arnab, because see, last time also, 2021, 84% was the poll turnout, and if 11% voters has been deleted and some is added, the base is reduced. So if you see last time, if those 100 people were there, 84% has voted, and now that is reduced to 90% after removing or 89%. So again, if those 82 are voting, the percentage you will find that is much higher, from 84 to 93 and excess of 90s. But the reality is that those who have been deleted did not vote last time because some of them have been demised, and some of them have permanently shifted, so and so forth. So this is the reason why what you see is from 84 to 93 is purely the basis change, and voter roll is purely pure, you know.
All right, that's really going viral. And joining me for this conversation, even as we wait for more numbers, more and more coming in, and Shahzad Poonawalla of the BJP, Shubrastha, is going to join us in a bit, leaning right, versus Sabar Ali, political analyst, leans towards the Trinamool. Sanjeev Srivastava, senior journalist, joining us live from Jaipur. Professor Dinesh Vashne, he's with the Communist Party of India. He's live with us from Delhi. And Rama Subramanian, political analyst, pro-DMK, live from Chennai. If I could begin with you, Sanjeev Srivastava, with all this variation that we are seeing in exit polls, and some are still coming in. One has given outright win to the TVK in Tamil Nadu. Of the 7 that we have by now, 2 are giving it to the Trinamool and 5 are giving it to the BJP. I wonder whether statistics, is it science or political science? How do you read this?
See, like you mentioned just now, Abhishek, very good evening, and to all you as well as my fellow panelists and to the viewers. The 2 elections, one was a difficult one to call even before the exit polls came out, and that was West Bengal. At least for me, it was a difficult election to call. We were traveling there last week for 6-7 days, from Siliguri to Calcutta via Murshidabad, Malda. So from North Bengal to Central Bengal and then to Calcutta presidency. And the opinion was really very divided. People were sharply divided. There was too many things, too many balls up in the air, and both sides looked very confident. Rallies of both sides were very impressive. So it became a really difficult one. But still, I would stick my neck out. We thought as a group that the TMC still looks marginally ahead. But the gap was closed, so it can be anybody's election. Regarding the other states, I think Assam, most people were in consensus. We didn't go there, but we spoke to Himanta Biswa Sharma and saw other reports coming from Assam, and it looks like a clear win for the BJP. Yeah. Kerala, again, it looks like UDF, just because though the LDF was popular, CM was a popular face, but our understanding was that after 2 terms, because usually it flips every 5 years, the state, this time the left had won 2 consecutive terms, so this time it was the turn of UDF, and the opinion exit polls also suggesting that. Now, together with Bengal, Tamil Nadu has come as a surprise in some exit polls, that because what our understanding, without going to Tamil Nadu actually, all through talking to people and reading reports and talking to some senior players, both from BJP and the other side, was that Vijay could make or break the election by whose votes he will take more. So if he takes more of DMK votes, then it will benefit DMK and vice versa. But now a couple of polls are suggesting that Vijay himself will be the king, not the kingmaker or not the spoiler. So I still have my doubts on that. So we'll wait for the 4th. But yes, the big elections to watch out for, because 2 look clear and 2 are also relatively, with all respects, smaller states in terms of their contribution to Lok Sabha. So Tamil Nadu and West Bengal are the key ones, and West Bengal really a big one, because that would signal whether BJP expands its footprint in an area where they have wanted to since 1950, or they still fall short of the numbers. That's the big game. Mamata clearly not as popular as during the last terms, but are the people of Bengal willing to accept BJP as an alternative? That is $1 million question.
Okay.
To which we'll get the answer.
Can I rephrase that question and take it to Shehzad? Shehzad, the question is whether the Bengal vote, as per the exit polls, if you go by the exit polls and the majority of them giving it to the BJP, only 2 to Trinamool or Mamata, is it anti-Mamata vote or is it a pro-BJP vote? Is your understanding, Shehzad?
Look, first of all, the exact polls will be out on the 4th, so it is only a matter of few days. But one thing is very clear, that it is a victory of democracy. First, let us just take 20 seconds to acknowledge that elections in Bengal for the last 4 decades have been marred by violence, and this time, despite it being done in 2 phases, the elections have been largely no violence, no big amount of deaths have taken place. So I think the Election Commission, people of Bengal and the central forces have definitely won this election, whoever wins on 4th. Now coming to your question, look, I would put it this way, that today onwards BJP is being called as Bengal Janta Ki Pasand, and it has become a positive vote for BJP in Bengal. In 2016, we were hardly at 2 or 3 seats, having less than 10 or 11% vote, and today in 2026, we are the numero uno party. It is also 15 years of anger against Mamata Banerjee, because she has made Ma Mati Manush as Bhrashtachari, Bhari and Babri, but it is also a positive vote for what BJP is doing across the country. People are seeing that what we have delivered in Assam, people are seeing what we have delivered in Tripura, people are seeing what we have delivered in Uttar Pradesh, what we have delivered in Haryana, what we have delivered in Maharashtra. So it is a positive vote for Prime Minister Modi. That's our number 1 M. Second M is that it is a Mahila factor who are very angry with Mamata Banerjee's M. That means the mafia appeasement and Muslim appeasement. And therefore it is a vote which is positive for BJP and anti-Mamata. But last 10 seconds I want to take Abhishek and Niranjan. I also want to ask, where is the India Alliance going to be on 4th? Because we know Rahul Gandhi is in Nicobar, left is not winning, it is getting Chocobar, and Mamata Banerjee is Bengal se bahar. So where is this India Alliance going to be on 4th of May? Shehzad, is there an India Alliance? Kahin mil raha hai, kahin dikh raha hai kya aapko?
Will you not accept it that you would prefer to have an opponent like Rahul Gandhi versus Mamata Banerjee? Because let's admit it, if this is one thing, as far as journalists are concerned, we thoroughly enjoyed this fight that's actually taking place in Bengal, because at least there is takkad ki fight hai. Shehzad?
No, look, it is not for us to decide who our opponents will be. That is for political parties to decide, and it is for people of India to decide कि हमें वो मुख्यमंत्री और प्रधानमंत्री बनाना चाहते हैं और नेता प्रतिपक्ष इसको बनाना चाहते हैं. But I want to ask one question, that what is this model that they are following? In Bengal, Rahul Gandhi is doing kushti with TMC. He's saying TMC is a corrupt government, communal government, but they are friends in Delhi to stop the women's reservation. In Kerala, they are doing kushti with left, but in Delhi they are friends. So this situationship model of India Alliance, that in itself has to be questioned now, whether they want to keep Rahul Gandhi as the leader or somebody else. It is up to them.
Shabir, Shehzad says it very clear that whether at all the BJP is acceptable or not, the answer here is very clear, that the fight that you're essentially looking at and the win for democracy, as he says, is only because A, free and fair elections, B, less political violence. Shabir,
does Mamata still really hold the fort right now?
शहजाद भाई के स्पीच सुनकर मुझे लगा कि वो एग्जिट पोल पर डिस्कशन नहीं करने आया, वो पूरा रिजल्ट पर डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं। लग रहा है कि रिजल्ट उनको मिल गया, सरकार बीजेपी बना लिया है कि ममता बनर्जी का एम फैक्टर के खिलाफ वोट हो गया, ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया। रिजल्ट निकलने दीजिए, 4 तारीख को पता चल जाएगा कौन सा फैक्टर काम किया बंगाल में, महिला फैक्टर कितना काम किया और एम फैक्टर ममता फैक्टर कितना काम किया। 4 तारीख 12 बजे तक आप लोगों को स्पष्ट रूप से पता चल जाएगी। 4 तारीख को आप लोग बिल्कुल इसको एक्सेप्ट कीजिएगा कि ये लड़ाई था मोदी वर्सेस ममता और मोदी जी का 4 तारीख को हार हुआ है। ममता बनर्जी मोदी को बंगाल में डिफेट कर दिया है। 4 तारीख 12 बजे आप लोगों का मुंह से हम सुनना चाहते हैं, भारतीय जनता पार्टी का तमाम प्रवक्ता इस बात को एक्सेप्ट करें कि मोदी जी हारा है, ममता बनर्जी जीता है, इसका नैतिक जिम्मेदारी ले। और क्योंकि बंगाल में वोट जो हुआ है वोट के आधार पे हुआ है, जिस तरीके से बंगाल में जो दहशत की माहौल बनाकर इन्होंने वोट किया है, बंगाल का आवाम, बंगाल की पब्लिक, बंगाल की माएं, बंगाल की महिलाएं, सब कोई जवाब उसका दे चुका है। अब जबकि वोट बैलेट बॉक्स में जमा हुआ है तो कुछ दिन की बात है, 2 दिन की बात है, इंतजार कर लीजिए। अभी से इतने ये जो एग्जिट पोल पर आकर इस पे डिस्कशन करके कि ममता बनर्जी हार,
शबीर अगर ममता हारती है तो क्या कहेंगे? शबीर अगर ममता हारती है, नंबर्स अगर कम आते हैं, क्योंकि जिस तरह से बीजेपी लगातार ये कह रही है कि देखिए फेज 1 में वो आगे थे और फेज 2 में जहां पर आप लोग कहते हैं कि आपकी स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड है, वहां पर नंबर्स अगर देखें जिस तरह से बम्पर वोटिंग हुई तो सवाल ये उठेगा कि आखिरकार ये परिवर्तन के और है।
कोई परिवर्तन नहीं है। नंबर जब निकलेगा तो हमारा नंबर कहां रहेगा देख लीजिएगा और बीजेपी का नंबर कहां रहेगा देख लीजिएगा। बीजेपी लास्ट टाइम जो सीट लाया था उससे कम लाएगा और हम लोग 200 पार जा रहे हैं, इसमें कोई दो राय नहीं है। हम लोग 200 अबव जा रहे हैं, ये हम लोग कंफर्म है। और आज हमारी चीफ मिनिस्टर ममता बनर्जी अपने लाइव में आकर बोल दिया कि हो सकता है हम लोग 230 पार कर जाए। तो जिस तरीके का वोट दिया है, जिस तरीके का लोगों का वोटिंग हुआ है, ये बहुत ज्यादा वोट लोगों ने किया है बीजेपी के खिलाफ। जिस तरीके से शायर के नाम पर लोगों को परेशान किया भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने और इलेक्शन कमीशन ने, उसके खिलाफ लोगों ने आकर पूरा वोट दिया है। डेमोक्रेसी में वोट देना सबका अधिकार है, हम लोग इसका स्वागत भी करते हैं और लोगों ने वोट दिया है। और अब लोगों की सरकार, ममता बनर्जी की सरकार 4
ठीक है साबिर, आपने भी स्पीच दे दी एक, बट यू नो बिकॉज यू मेंशन्ड अबाउट ममता बनर्जीज एड्रेस which was released about an hour and a half back, I think she was very defensive. She was sounding as if that's more like a send-off note that she's making. She's saying if the counting is proper, then we are winning. I mean, there were too many qualifiers in that statement. I think it was subconscious of Mamata Banerjee speaking in that address. If I were advisor of Mamata Banerjee, I would have asked her not to do that video. But let's get others also in Shravan because we have to have some videos also to be brought in. Professor Dinesh Varshne, irrespective of who comes to power in Bengal or who comes to power in Tamil Nadu, because that's where the divergence is so far as the exit polls are concerned. In Kerala, it's absolutely clear that whether by 1% margin or 2% margin, the UDF is coming to power. This is going to be the first time in the last 6-7 decades that left is not going to be in power any state in the country, because the last time when you were out of power in Kerala, you were still in power in Tripura. Now you are not in Tripura, not in Bengal, and not in Kerala also. How do you read that?
I don't believe in that concept that we are going to lose in Kerala. We are very sure that we will win third term. In Kerala, our works have gone among the people, and people of Kerala are very wise enough. And the BJP will hardly get 2 or 3 seats if they get. And Congress is not going to win more than 45 seats, we are very sure. And we are going to win the Kerala election. We are going to have the government in Tamil Nadu also, joint government. And in
Tamil Nadu is not your government.
Let me tell you, in Bengal also we will win some seats. We will win some seats. Even people are saying that there are certain.
There is a video going viral of communist leaders playing harmonium and saying, "Please vote for the BJP, not Mamata."
अरे बाबा, वो 2-4 इन्होंने ही भेजे होंगे वो वो इन्हीं के बंदे
वो
होते हैं,
पीछे तो
BJP
झंडा लगा हुआ, लाल सलाम लगा हुआ है पीछे।
अब वो झंडा भी यही बनाते हैं, झंडा भी यही बनाते हैं, जैसे ये दंगे करवाते हैं ना हिंदू मुसलमान के, वैसे ये काम भी यही करते हैं। हमारे किसी डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेक्रेटरी ने भी ये नहीं कहा, हमारे किसी ब्रांच सेक्रेटरी ने भी ये नहीं कहा। दिस इज ऑल रबिश, दिस इज ऑल बीन क्रिएटेड a mastermind of BJP, and BJP should think of it. Shehzad Poonawala, better you don't think of India Alliance. You from 400 you have come to 240. You are living on the crutches of Nitish Kumar and Naidu and Chandrababu Naidu in the Lok Sabha. Otherwise, you lost the election because of India Alliance.
I have
to. You talk of India instead of India Alliance because you are afraid of India Alliance. That is your psychosis of fear.
I mean, I want Sanjeev and Subrasta also again in, but Shehzad wants to respond to this. Shehzad, you know, Shehzad, if the exit polls are true, then I believe it would be a very different kind of BJP.
Complete, please.
Okay,
Let me complete, please.
Okay, please complete. Please complete.
Look, he referred about the elections of Haryana, Maharashtra and Bihar. Everybody knows, even the election commission is sitting on the complaints of Akhilesh Yadav. Election is sitting on the complaint of the Communist Party and the RJD on this. In Haryana, the election commission is sitting on the Congress complaint. And the file has gone away from Haryana High Court. It is missing because they were going to lose that petition.
Now, that's a serious charge.
The election in this.
That's a serious charge you're making against the BJP, or you're making it against the election commission? And are you making it against the Haryana High Court, Punjab and Haryana High Court also?
Commission and BJP. Election Commission and BJP are connivance.
And Punjab and Haryana High Court also?
Get benefit and India Alliance. Everywhere, Baba. Everywhere.
Punjab and Haryana High Court, you're saying? File missing from the Punjab and Haryana High Court?
One of the petition was going to be happen in the final day, and the file went missing in Haryana High Court. It is there in public domain, Indian Express.
I mean, I don't know how to respond to this because I have not read that report, but what is important is that you are making some charges. Before Shehzad gets to respond, just can I play just 2-minute short clip on Bengal exit polls that came in?
The Election Commission has not responded to the complaint of 73 complaints of Akhilesh Yadav. Why the Election Commission has not responded?
We'll come back to you. We'll come back to you.
I mean, Election Commission does not report to Akhilesh Yadav, right? There must be a due process that should be followed, or must be followed, and must be being followed.
In Haryana, in Bihar. Why people are not discussing about the role of the Election Commission?
Okay, let's not monopolize this. Quickly, the clip from the clip on West Bengal exit polls, and the comeback. I have to get everyone involved. I have to get Shehzad back again into this. Subrasta is yet to speak, and we also have to have Mr. and Ramasubramaniam also. Just play that clip and I come back. 2 minutes.
People say that Trinamool did not have any allies in Bengal. Gaurav and Orko and everyone, Neil, they say that Trinamool did not have any allies in Bengal. They are wrong. They are totally wrong. The Trinamool had a very big ally in Bengal. And that is a Min-Min channel. That is, we call it the Min-Min channel. That channel has done so much work for Trinamool in Bengal. That channel sent one person who went to Didi and said, Didi, you are so good. But Republic Bangla says you are so bad. Didi, you don't have any money. Please show me, Didi, how much money you got, from your mother. That's all the money that you have. And they did such promotion. I want a public declaration on how much money that channel, which I'm not naming, took from West Bengal government, Mamata government for the last 10 years. They have a declaration. How much money did you get from Mamata government for the last 10 years for selling your soul and being almost a political ally and not speaking a word about coal scam, not speaking a word about the teacher scam, not speaking a word effectively about Sandesh Khali, not speaking about RG Kaur. And I want to say today, if these exit polls are right, this is as much a vote against that Min-Min channel as against Trinamool.
Arnab, this is a new memo that has been issued by the Election Commission of India. Is this type of declaration has to be given? Just like many memos that have been issued by the Election Commission of India.
I'm saying I have not named any channel. Why are you getting sensitive? People of the country know.
High Court. This is a new memo that you are coming up with. This Election Commission.
I have said there is an ally. You have an ally. You should be happy.
People of Bengal.
You have an ally.
People of Bengal. Yes, people of Bengal. I'm saying so. We are the ally. People of Bengal are the ally.
Well, in fact, Abhishek, also the news now coming in of today's Chanakya numbers have been released as far as Bengal is concerned, and a massive lead to the Bharatiya Janata Party, 192 plus and minus 11. Trinamool Congress 100 plus and minus 11. Now yet another poll, Shehzad, in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party, but this, if I'm not wrong, Abhishek, one of the few who is given a clear lead. So it's not like, you know, just crossing the halfway mark.
It's actually 200 par. It's 200 par. This is the first poll, Shehzad. First exit poll which is giving 200 plus to the BJP. 192 plus 11 on the higher side. It's 203 on the lower side. 192 minus 11 is 181. 181 to 203. That's the range being given by today's Chanakya.
Look, Abhishek, if you would remember, our very honorable leader of opposition, Suvendu Adhikari ji, has already said that we are going 180 plus. And the reason is that these days people are giving decisive mandates. You two have covered so many elections and Republic does elections better than most. So therefore, you all know that when the mandate is coming, it is usually a decisive mandate, point number one. Point number two, when there is such a huge voting in Bengal, it usually means a huge parivartan that is coming. And point number three, the fact is that this Rahul Gandhi's video, Mamata Banerjee's video, or the allegations that are being made by these people, it is actually an indicator of what is happening. Yesterday, Abhishek Banerjee has made allegation that an old man was beaten up by central forces. He insulted the forces. The video has come out that that old man passed away because of bad health, or he collapsed on the ground. But despite that, they are abusing the central forces. I can just tell you 4th May what is happening. It is going to be India Mukt of left. लेफ्ट मुक्त भारत बनने वाला है, इंडी मुक्त भारत बनने वाला है, और टीएमसी मुक्त बंगाल बनने वाला है, और कांग्रेस मुक्त असम बनने वाला है. ये 4 चीजें हो रही है, आप गांठ बांध के रखिए.
Okay, that's BJP's take.
Let's also get in Shubhrashtra. Shubhrashtra, first let's begin with the Bengal numbers. Poll of polls. Clear, the average roughly about, it's over 158 that you're really looking at. Now with Chanakya's polls coming in, it would be a little different. Your take first with regards to the Bengal numbers.
Good evening to the viewers of Republic. Bengal numbers, poll of polls, or just anybody who has a little bit of conversation from the ground would tell you that if BJP wins Bengal, which looks like a BJP advantageous situation at the moment, it is going to be a momentous occasion, not just because BJP made a dent there, but also because the Bhadralok in Bengal, the archetypal Bhadralok, is in complete shock. I mean, the liberal caucuses in Bengal are absolutely taken aback by what has hit them. Even if there is a possibility that Bengal comes to BJP, it is going to create those tremors. But I would like to comment a little on how this pans out nationally. Look, all said and done, Mamata Banerjee has had a good run politically. One may disagree with her policies. One may, say that the central government has done a far better job and is capable of doing a far better job. But the fact that she actually ruled Bengal like a fierce tigress is for all of us to see. And the question that Shravan asked earlier is also very relevant. Does BJP, will BJP prefer an opponent like a TMC or an opponent like a Congress? However, I think from here on, coalition politics, coalition dharma, the idea that you need to walk together with allies are questions that is going to really play on the national scene to a great extent.
For the Congress, you mean? For the Congress or for the BJP?
I think Congress is completely irrelevant. I don't think Congress is a conversation in any of the states that we are discussing. Even in Assam, I don't think it's the Congress which is really holding the conversation. It's the opposition in general. that one can talk about. And regional parties in particular, state after state, we can go on and on about what they have done and what the BJP is trying to do to sort of, question the regional narrative. I really don't see Congress playing a major role. In fact, Indy alliance is going to have a major churn, and I think there are a lot of bullets that Congress will have to take in case it wants to keep a united house in the alliance.
Sanjeev Srivastava, you said that Mamata still has a bit of an edge, but today's Chanakya poll really throws it out of the field. It says almost 200 for the BJP.
What I think and what I saw on the ground. And of course, one can make mistakes and I'll be suitably corrected.
Since you were there on the ground, did you sense a fear factor? Sorry to be interjecting. Did you sense a fear factor among the BJP voters to speak openly vis-a-vis Trinamool voters who were confident, and that's why perhaps an element of bias?
No, I don't think there is any element of fear. Not like the one we saw in 21 or 2016. I've covered or gone to Bengal even in 2011 when Mamata came to power. It is not an element of fear. See, there are a couple of things which in my opinion, I saw. One, TMC and Mamata Banerjee both have slipped in popularity ratings. Mamata has given a bad government. It has failed on most developmental parameters and economic parameters. Where the BJP, despite all its efforts, is failing to make up, I think the BJP really has not been able to project itself as an alternative government to Mamata, because there is no significant Bengal connect in the BJP leadership. Most of their leaders are Hindi speaking. The whole, the Shiv, Kali, Durga, those things are not what are traditional BJP icons. What we see in North and Central India.
If these numbers really hold,
So
if these numbers really
It was Jai Shri Ram, it was Joy Bangla versus Jai Shri Ram. Maybe
something which the BJP is missing out on.
But if these numbers really hold,
but that's my assessment.
Now, is this a narrative? Is this a narrative that is largely being built?
Popularity, BJP is not appearing like it will catch up, and because of its
this argument that you're making,
you are sticking your neck out. You are sticking your neck out.
Local Bangla population.
You are sticking your neck out.
People in West Bengal will vote for BJP, but they did so in 2021 as well. The Marwadis, the Hindi speaking. It is the Bangla vote, the traditional Bangla vote, which I would like to
that's the exact Trinamool narrative, Sanjeev Srivastava, that this is about Bengali identity, and Mamata represents the Bengali identity, and BJP represents the Bahiragoto, and that's why.
Wiser post the result.
Okay, no, listen, you're sort of. I think you have bought into the Trinamool narrative that this election is about Bengali identity, and Mamata represents the Bengali identity, and the BJP represents the Bahiragoto, and that's why you should vote for Trinamool. Because otherwise, if you look at governance parameters, if you look at the SIR factor, if you look at the fact that
nothing can be simplified in any Indian election, and I also won't like to just break it down into this one broad factor. But I think these are two main reasons: slip in Mamata popularity, but BJP not being in sync with the Bangla voter.
Okay, Shahzad, would you want to respond?
Abhishek.
Or would you want me to get in Sabir Ali on this and then you respond collectively to Sanjeev Srivastava and Trinamool?
No.
Can I do that?
No, let me address this point, because otherwise it will go uncontested and time is also running out. I'll just very quickly deal with this. Sanjeev ji knows better than most that the founder of my party was Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Hardcore Bengali, point number one. Point number two, just this election, they have called, TMC has called their Sankalp Patra. Sir, please, I request you, Abhishek, please, sir. I did not interrupt Sanjeev ji, and I have a right.
Sanjeev ji is not interrupting you. That was Mr. Varshney, but please go ahead.
I know. Sanjeev ji has very good manners, and he is very dear to me, so he will not. I know where the interruption is coming from. Fourth mein ke baad dikhenge nahi wo. And sun lijiye ab. Sanjeev ji knows that this election TMC has called their manifesto as Ishtihar. They are saying that 50% more population should say Urdu. We are the ones fighting for Bangla. They are fighting for Bahari. This election is entirely that we are saying that Bangla should be given the preference, and they are saying Urdu should be given the preference. They are saying Rohingya should be given the preference. This entire election, and therefore the natural choice of the Bengali today has become the BJP, and the actual choice of the Bahirgato or the outsider or the Rohingya has become the TMC. And by the way, Yusuf Pathan identifies with what? Where is Shatrughan Sinha? He identifies with what? And Kirti Azad identifies with what?
Sabir Ali, respond. Who's the Bahiragoto? Sabir Ali, respond. Who's the Bahiragoto? Is Yusuf Pathan Bengali or Bahiragoto? Kirti Azad Bengali or Bahiragoto? Shatrughan Sinha Bengali or Bahiragoto?
देखिए इन लोग जो रोहिंगा डे वन से चिल्ला रहे थे, इलेक्शन कमीशन ने कितने रोहिंगाओं का डेटा दिया जरा बता सकते हैं? पूरा इलेक्शन, पूरा मूवमेंट रोहिंगा, बंगाल का हर बासिंदा को आपने रोहिंगा कर दिया, बांग्ला बोलने वाला को बांग्लादेशी बना दिया। यही तो चरित्र है भारतीय जनता पार्टी का। दे डोंट नो आवर कल्चर, दे डोंट नो आवर संस्कृति, हमारी संस्कृति को नहीं जानते हैं और बाहर से आकर यहाँ पर हमारी संस्कृति को नष्ट करने की कोशिश करेगी। हमारी ऋषि मुनि जो बड़े बड़े दिग्गज है उनका नाम सही से नहीं ले सकता है। स्वामी जी का, विवेकानंद जी का जो स्पीच है उनको नेताजी का साथ जोड़ दे रहा है, नेताजी का स्पीच को स्वामी जी के साथ जोड़ दे रहा है। यही तो हालत है इन लोगों का। राजा राम मोहन का नाम नहीं ले सकता है, नेताजी सुभाष चंद्र बोस का नाम नहीं बोल सकता है, ईश्वर चंद्र विद्यासागर को नहीं जानता है। और इन लोग बंगाल की बात करेंगे, बंगाल की संस्कृति की बात करेंगे, बंगाल के लोग, बंगाल की कल्चर इन लोग नहीं जानते हैं। इसीलिए बंगाली लोग, बंगाली द पीपल ऑफ बंगाल इनको रिजेक्ट कर दिए। 2021 में भी किए, 2024 में भी किए और 2026 में भी हम लोग कर रहे हैं। जो लोग बंगाल की संस्कृति के साथ खिलवाड़ करेगा, बंगाली लोग उनको जवाब देंगे और हम लोग जवाब दिए। जिस तरीके का हालात बना के रखा था बंगाल को, हमने जवाब दिया। 4 तारीख को उसका रिजल्ट आपको मिलेगा।
Okay, Shubhrashta, quickly before I go to the next clip, Shubhrashta, quickly. You wanted to intervene.
Yes, I think this question of having proprietorship over Bengali identity, it should really be done away with. Elections are over. I really don't think anybody in Bengal needs a crash course from any political party on who is more Bengali than the other. The problem is the equations are very simple. For BJP, what would have worked best is deepening of social coalition. For TMC, what might have worked best is reinforcement of its core Bengali subnationalism and welfare delivery impact. I don't think there is anything wrong in just accepting it and moving ahead and just looking out for, for results on the 4th.
Yeah, of course, we are all waiting for the 4th, but what do we do till 4th? So that's why we are having this conversation. Because there is nothing else to discuss, really. I mean, we are all political animals in some ways.
Let's crack our whip on the Min channel and actually look at the numbers. How did they come up with such bizarre numbers is beyond my comprehension.
Exactly. Because that's what they are. But, just one quick clip on Tamil Nadu, then I come back. This is a nice conversation we are having. One quick clip on Tamil Nadu when we come back.
The thing is that overall, if I can have your comment on the other states where you have released the polls. Just give me a one-liner on the 2 other states where you've released your polls, especially Tamil Nadu. What's your reading? You've gone very...
There is a change, particularly among the youth demography of 18 to 39 years, that contributes 42% of the total voting population. Huge, TVK is gaining huge number of votes there. Not so good in 40 plus category, and among women is scoring 32 versus 38. So that is the precisely reason why what we are showing is TVK 98 seats to 120 and for DMK 92 to 110. This is what is our
that scenario, are you saying that it's very close between DMK? I want Salem and Apsara also in this debate. Are you saying it's close between DMK and ADMK? MR is saying that, right? He's close between them.
He says cannibalization of the ADMK.
Both.
But
vote share for our TVK and DMK is 35% vote share.
You're the only guy saying that out of all the pollsters.
Yeah.
You've got a standout result in Tamil Nadu. Yes. It'll be disaster for ADMK if this happens, Apsara.
Not at all. I think Arnab,
Apsara from ADMK responding to you, just 3 more minutes.
I think he's overestimating the Vijay factor. Vijay will dent a lot of votes. The anti-incumbency vote, some of it might go to Vijay. In urban pockets, some youth might be distracted and vote for a cinematic star.
Tomorrow, Yeah.
Trust me, I think Vijay will, have a significant vote share, but I think winning 3 to 4 seats is my prediction. I might be wrong. Pradeep ji is much more senior, but I don't think on the ground Vijay will translate to votes, to seats. He might get vote share.
Interesting, 1 minute. Can I get him back on screen, please? Ratnakar, 1 minute. I want to.
No. Pradeep Gupta ji has given 361 to 400.
I don't want everyone.
Sell him.
So I think it's relevant to Tamil Nadu also. See, there is one thing clear enough. 2019, 2021, 2022, 2024. None of the elections Edappadi Palaniswamy has been able to win. People of Tamil Nadu not accepted him. That was not the case for ADMK under Jayalalitha.
Right.
People did give a verdicts continuously also. But Edappadi has not been accepted. So what is very clear in this election is that ADMK is going to be obliterated. Even the outliers...
Not at all. I think Salem Dharan is forgetting the fact that pollsters have got it wrong in 2016, 2021. We've always...
Why don't you put MR on the right, yeah?
Trumped the trend. I think the DMK is surely going home.
How much time?
Salem Dharan, trust me, with confidence, and when you start back, it's time up for Stalin.
Any last unpredictable factor you want to mention? Pradeep, any unpredictable factor you want to mention overall?
Overall, Assam is something people are talking about. There, the pure victory of pro-incumbency and the personality or whatever you call it, the Hemant Biswa Sarma in particular case. Last time, Congress has alliance with BPF, which is Bodoland Party, and AIUDMK, which is the minority dominant party of Badruddin Ajmal. This time, BPF is alliance with the NDA BJP and AIUDMK is contesting separately. And also what Hemant Dada has made sure that the UPPL, which is the another Bodoland party, has contesting separately. So you see the much easier for BJP alliance to, whatever numbers you are seeing, 88 to 100 in our tally for NDA.
Well, a strong showing, MR, then. Last word, very strong situation for BJP?
Yes, of course in Assam, definitely in Bengal. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, yes, it's iffy as far as the pollsters are concerned.
Yeah.
But as far as the body language of the DMK spokies are concerned, I think Apsara is, I'll put money on Apsara's pocket.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, she won't mind that. It's been an interesting discussion, ladies and gentlemen. If we hope the access result comes out, we haven't got others like C voter have completely sort of blanked out this time. So let's see what happens. Interesting time.
Listen.
Tomorrow.
Arnab, you want to tell me, or we are going to see on May 4th, you have to tell me what you want from Tamil Nadu to celebrate the victory of the DMK.
We want DMK out.
What do you want? What is the gift you want from Tamil Nadu?
What I want? Well, we are going to bring Republic to Tamil Nadu. We're going to bring Republic to Tamil Nadu. The people of Tamil Nadu deserve a better media. So Republic Tamil will be our effort, and I hope that happens. We will give you a gift. We will. Why? I don't want a gift from you. We'll give you a gift.
Today's Chanakya has now predicted AIADMK 45 plus and minus, DMK alliance 125. As far as TVK is concerned, 63. Mr. Ramasubramanian, what we are essentially looking at, barring one poll where the TVK is essentially predicted for a blockbuster entry into Tamil Nadu politics, almost all the other polls have clearly given a verdict for the DMK.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. I would like to be very, very brief because I have to go to some other channel also. I think it is very peculiar that some Chanakya is giving an analysis that DMK is going to be with the 35% and TVK also with the 35% vote share. And in terms of the seats, it is going to be more for TVK. I think this is very wrong. In fact, DMK is going to win hands down. It's going to be, as Chanakya strategist mentioned, it's going to be between 140 and 160 and not less than that. But unfortunately, Chanakya gives a very peculiar analysis. But one thing I want to make one appeal to everybody. that if these predictions go wrong, these people will have to publicly apologize to people, to the people of Tamil Nadu, that they have gone wrong and they have calculated everything very wrongly, and they have not understood the pulse of the people of Tamil Nadu and the voters' views also. That is what I personally feel. Definitely, you mark my words, DMK will win hands down. It's going to be between 140 and 160. But one thing I want to add as a writer, I am not a DMK man, and I have been seeing this election in Tamil Nadu from 1962 onwards. So therefore, I have a great interest in politics, but nevertheless, I don't belong to any political party. But this kind of an assessment is absolutely ridiculous. It is misleading and, giving a very, very wrong impression about Tamil Nadu and the outcome of the election results. Thank you.
Shubrashtra, one final question before I let you go. Tamil Nadu numbers, the surprise element here, Vijay. The AIADMK still maintains that if at all this happens, it's going to dent the DMK, but conventional logic doesn't really indicate that.
Yes, Shravan, I agree with what you said. However, AIADMK is still in a phase of post-Jayalalitha organizational recalibration. So it appears to be retaining a certain base, but struggles to fully convert it into a decisive statewide challenge. Now, this is where I think Vijay's party, TVK, becomes interesting. Also, right. BJP continues to expand its vote share incrementally. However, what exit polls suggest with regards to Vijay, that he might not be winning outright, but he might be redistributing votes, particularly among the urban and urban lower middle class segments. So, but I agree with the overall assessment. I think right. That is still going to be with the DMK. I don't see it slipping away from DMK.
Well, thank you very much, Shubrashtra and Dr. Vashni, for joining us on the poll of polls. We're going to take you through the best of the poll of polls where Arnab Goswami had decoded what does these numbers really mean and how does it really hold up.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
थोड़े में ज़्यादा स्वाद ये ही तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा। सबका राजा और मसाला। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बढ़ाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है? स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और फरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
रानी, इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरी डे।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो, मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से। MDH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा सिर्फ असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the advanced short-range air-to-air missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The stage is set. The mini general elections, as some are essentially touting, the poll of polls, and the surprise numbers really coming in from states like Tamil Nadu. In fact, these numbers were decoded by Editor-in-Chief Arnab Goswami, the best of poll of polls coming up.
I have had, Mamta has filed so many FIRs on me. And these chamcha channels are sitting in Bengal. She files FIRs on me.
Team, you could survive now.
Yeah. Yeah, and I know how to handle this gundaism of Trinamool Congress. Sudipta Sarkar, ami kichu bol bolchi.
So jisko jo bolna ho bolne to Arnab, you are doing wonderful job. Keep on doing that.
No. 1 minute. I want to go to Pradeep Gupta. Okay, the discussion is not on Republic. Pradeep Gupta of Access My India. He's not fully with us, but we love him. Great guy. Now tell me one thing, Pradeep. I am told that you have not released your Bengal number. Is this true? If so, why?
Arnab, thank you for having me here. And coming to the Bengal, generally our methodology is that we go face to face and talk to people post-election. And we tried doing so post the first phase of election, and we could have end up talking to only 20 to 30% of our sample universe. 70 to 80% people say we don't want to talk. They simply does not open their mouth and moves away. And we decided let's wait for a second phase to happen, which held today. And tomorrow again my team will go and try and do the needful. And if we are satisfied with our sample, and if people speak to us, we will come out and present our exit poll.
Then what will happen to the phase 1 number where people did not speak to you? Will you try to go back?
We will go to the consistency of phase 1 also once again. We will try to do this.
You think people will be more honest in speaking after the exit polls are out? They'll feel more relief today. They'll go. But then, you know, that also is not right. No, if you go there today and the other exit polls are showing, and I want to get MR also, if the other exit polls are showing that BJP is leading, if not sweeping, then maybe there will be more for BJP in your poll, then will your poll be as credible?
There may be a bias there.
That's right, Arnab. That's the possibility. That's the possibility one cannot rule out. Once the exit poll numbers out, the response is going to play some kind of a bias into that. That's not, not a single % doubt. But we don't have any choice. I can't put my numbers before I get fully satisfied with my sample. That has to be representative enough.
We want to say anything about what you saw generally? I mean, this is a very interesting line taken, Abhishek, by him. Maybe you can say he's cautious, but I would say he's being honest. He's not making things up. But what about the other pollsters? Are you saying the other pollsters have made it up, Pradeep?
I'm not saying so. They are doing good job. And what I can say about others, I can tell about myself.
What's the feeling you got? You were there for some time.
That's what, there is no feeling. Otherwise, I would have come with my numbers today. If people are not speaking, I don't know what's there in their mind.
Why would people not speak? I said some time back, talking
Fear
about
factor, fear factor, sheer fear factor.
Fear of Mamta, right? Fear of Mamta.
And I'll tell you, Arnab, 3 months back, my 5 surveyors has been put behind the bar in Damdam jail. They were there for 22 days, and we go to Calcutta High Court, and the charges against our surveyors was they are sent by this party and that party, and whatever number or who has given them the permission. I said, by opinion poll करने, जनमत संग्रह करने, लोगों की राय जानने के लिए, you tell me where should I go, which is the authority I should get permission from. And they said, nothing doing, you can't do the poll. So this is the kind of situation prevailing on the ground.
So that would mean that people would be less than honest. BJP supporters will either stay away from a poll or be less than honest, Abhishek. Which means, maybe I'm right here, that eventually...
I'd like to come in.
Under the three factors they are running in Bengal.
But Sudipta Sarkar, pro-TMC is responding.
I have a very...
One is what you are saying is anti-incumbency. Also compare that BJP is also in power for 15 years in center.
No. In Bengal, the fear is... No, he is pollsters. Sudipta, you should be ashamed that you are such an insecure party. I know you people. No, you people have arrested my reporters, filed FIRs on me. Every morning you wake up and file an FIR on Republic Bangla. Okay, we are a channel. You don't like us because we are criticizing you. Have exposed Bhaipo. But why are you scared of a pollster? Why did you arrest the pollsters officers working in Bengal? Shame on you guys, man.
That is the level of intimidation that you have. That can be a state policy, but the thing is that people in Bengal are having anti-incumbency in both the sides. In BJP.
I don't believe what's going on here, Abhishek, you know. Anyway, I do appreciate his honesty there. Pradeep is in a tough spot.
And Hemanta Biswa Sharma has pushed back Bengalis like anything. That is also two things.
Stop trying to do Assam versus Bengal. That has also been rejected. People in Assam have also rejected you, and Bengali-speaking people in Assam have also rejected you. You are typically na ghar ka na ghat ka.
How can you rely Bengalis that Bengalis?
You have tried Tripura rejected, Goa rejected, Assam rejected, Meghalaya rejected. Now Bengal rejected.
আপনি
ঘুগনির দোকানটা খুলে দিন। You open a ঘুগনি ka dukan. Your Mamta used to say, no, why is there unemployment? ঘুগনি বিক্রি করো. Sell ঘুগনি, which is a kind of chola. Send chola in the streets of Calcutta. Now you also do that.
No, people of Bengal are very sensitive.
Rohan wanted to say something here. Rohan wanted to say something to what we heard from Axis My India, which is taking an unconventional decision of holding back the poll. You can, please.
But I think even in taking his unconventional decision, he has communicated something. If 70% people are not ready to say anything, it means it is a clear-cut victory for BJP, because the only scare they have is to speak for BJP. You ask anybody, you open any channel, when people don't answer.
Let him talk, no, yaar.
The next question, please, what are you talking?
Sudipto, let Rohan speak, no? He's been in Calcutta.
When there is a next question by the, when there is a next question by the journalist, what is your view? They will say, I want change. So I think if Mr. Pradeep is not releasing the poll, it means BJP is going for a landslide victory.
I think Pradeep will release the poll. He will wait till tomorrow. He will go back. I think I'll tell you what he does, what he will do. Since I've been a sociology student, he will go with a bigger sample. Probably in phase 1, phase 2. He may take up to 48 hours. But he will take a bigger sample. And I predict that Pradeep will come back with a
bias there. After one day.
That may not be a major bias, but people may
be. There's a huge chance of bias.
I think, no, it won't be, because people will still be scared of till 4th, because they know what happened last time in Bengal, right? The fear factor will stay till 4th. Am I right, Pradeep?
Yeah, absolutely, Arnab. And it's not the first time our people have sent to jail. In 2017, also our people sent to in Jalpaiguri jail, and they spent about 15 good days there.
Can I ask you something?
Calcutta High Court given a verdict in our favor. You do your job, don't worry about all these police and all that. But you know how the things are on the ground.
But polling is excellent, right? How do you read the polling? At least give me a comment on the polling trend today.
Polling is good, Arnab, because see, last time also, 2021, 84% was the poll turnout. And if 11% voters has been deleted and some is added, the base is reduced. So if you see last time, if those 100 people were there, 84% has voted. And now that is reduced to 90% after removing or 89%. So again, if those 82 are voting, the percentage you will find that is much higher, from 84 to 93 and excess of 90s. But the reality is that those who have been deleted did not vote last time because some of them have been demised, and some of them have permanently shifted, so on and so forth. So this is the reason why what you see is from 84 to 93 is purely the basis change, and voter roll is purely pure, you know.
People say that Trinamool did not have any allies in Bengal. Gaurav and Orko and everyone, Neil, they say that Trinamool did not have any allies in Bengal. They are wrong. They are totally wrong. The Trinamool had a very big ally in Bengal. And that is a Min-Min channel. That is, we call it the Min-Min channel. That channel has done so much work for Trinamool in Bengal. That channel sent one person who went to Didi and said, Didi, you are so good. But Republic Bangla says you are so bad. Didi, you don't have any money. Please show me, Didi, how much money you got, you know, from your mother. That's all the money that you have. And they did such promotion. I want a public declaration on how much money that channel, which I'm not naming, took from West Bengal government, Mamta government, for the last 10 years. Have a declaration. How much money did you get from Mamta government for the last 10 years for selling your soul and being almost a political ally and not speaking a word about coal scam, not speaking a word about the teacher scam, not speaking a word effectively about Sandesh Khali, not speaking about RG Kaur. And I want to say today, if these exit polls are right, this is as much a vote against that Min-Min channel as against Trinamool.
Arnab, this is a new memo that has been issued by the Election Commission of India. Is this type of declaration has to be given? Just like many memos that have been issued by the Election Commission of India.
I'm saying I have not named any channel. Why are you getting sensitive? The people of the country know.
This is a new memo that you are coming up with. This Election Commission.
I have said there is an ally. You have an ally. You should be happy.
People of Bengal.
You have an ally.
People of Bengal. Yes, people of Bengal. I'm saying so. We have the ally. People of Bengal are the ally.
I must start by saying to him that Jalukbari Himanto is winning. Jorhat, there's a slight edge for Gaurav. Dispur Pradyut Bordolo is winning. He's joined the BJP, he is winning. Jagi Road, Piyush Hazarika, Information Minister, very bright young face, is winning. Bepuria, Congress has very slight edge. But Dibrugarh, Prokhanto Phukon of BJP has an edge. Bokaghat, Atul Bora of AGP leader has an edge. Binakandi, Ajmal has an edge still, but it's a slight edge. Nazira Mayur Borgohai of the BJP has an edge. Even Khawang, BJP has an edge. So, you know, Kirip, hatred gets you nowhere. You hate Himanto, but look at the work he's done on the ground. Look at the popularity. People are pulling his cheeks, hugging him. He's dancing. And I must say, Gaurav, that you must order a large bouquet from the BJP headquarters and send it to Pawan Khera. Only thing is Pawan Khera is on the run. He's missing.
We will. No, Arnab, I have something to say on that.
And Himanto said, I will make a peda of Khera.
Sharma ji said?
He said.
हाँ, मैं वही कह रहा था. पवन खेड़ा का मैं बना लूँगा पेड़ा और मैं खा लूँगा. और पवन खेड़ा का पेड़ा बनाया है हेमंत जी ने. And I am very grateful to Pawan Kheda. Pawan Kheda is a dear friend. But I think he just made the statement which changed everything and it magnified our gains. So thank you, Pawan Kheda. We will have a peda together.
Yeah. So this Assam result
but
is
Arnab,
something
on
else.
Assam, I have something to say.
Yeah. Please.
See, one, it would be a hat trick. No incumbency. Double engine ki sarkar.
Yeah.
So at the center, Shri Narendra Modi ji, the tallest leader in the world, and we are proud of him. And in Assam, it's Himant Biswa Sarma who's led from the front. No anti-incumbency, only pro-incumbency. Second, demographic change, the culture of Assam. BJP is the only party which is out there to protect the culture. And Congress has always been in favor of the infiltration that is going on. In fact,
the Bangladesh, pro-Bangladesh party, you can say it openly, they're a pro-Bangladesh party and they have been a pro-Bangladeshi party. They want Bangladeshis, not Assamese people. Kirip is one of the last Assamese people still in that party. Otherwise, the Bangladeshi, pro-Bangladeshi party. Yes.
And he has a lovely smile on his face tonight.
He has a defeated expression on his face. He's defeated, he's frustrated. He knows the problems in his party, he's considering his options, he's a senior leader, and he's thinking in the political future ahead, should he go and meet Himanto and say, I can offer my services to the BJP. Because there is nothing. See, Gaurav Gogoi, now Gaurav Gogoi doesn't speak Assamese properly. This is also a problem, right? And plus the Pakistan connections, which came up. Kirip Chale, you are not happy about it. You have been sidelined, by the way, in the party. I must say this, ladies and gentlemen. Kirip Chale has been totally sidelined. There are people like him who should be given a big role in the party, but they're not. They're not. Right? And you see the condition today. And besides, there's one thing out here. See, there's a 40% Muslim vote. The problem is, youth people thought, Kirip Chalia, Neil, Orko, all of you people thought that abusing or alienating Hindus and appeasing Muslims is a guaranteed check to political victory. Now there is a point of no return that all of you people have. Orko, don't look at your phone. Listen to me. I'm telling you, you've reached a point of no return. Now, if you go back to Hindus, tell me, Ratan Sharda, if they go back to Hindus and they say sorry for all the things we've done to you, abuse we have done, anti-Hindu line, will the Hindus forgive them? This political import of Gaurav Gogoi, you know, he's more comfortable in Delhi. Let him stay here. Why have you put him in this punishment posting of Assam? He does not relate. People don't relate. Gaurav, right? Let's hear from Kiribda. You could have been made the chief ministerial face in Assam. You're a senior leader.
Allow me to speak now.
Yeah.
Are you giving me an opportunity to speak now?
See, I will continue speaking till you take your turn. You please speak.
May I?
Gaurav, yeah.
First of all, as you know, Arnab, we are Assamese people. We are very soft-spoken. We have certain,
I am also soft-spoken. I am also from Assam. Yeah.
Unfortunately, when
Gaurav.
we are talking, can I continue? That soft-spokenness by becoming a good anchor now and shouting with and discussing Bengal. your other half must have made you so forceful that
No, don't make personal comments.
Anyway,
I'll give it back nicely to you. No, don't make personal comments. I'll give it nicely to you. Remain within your limit. I'm respecting your age. You want to make comments. You know what happened to you when you targeted, Riniki? You got hammered nicely and properly. One of your leaders is running. You don't cross your line, otherwise I'll make you run also. Don't get personal with me. No, don't try to be personal with me, Kiribda.
Present the case.
No, besi no koribo. Besi no koribo.
Don't shout all the time.
Apni cross kori sa line bilag no koribo na.
You to join a debate on No, you are talking personal. You are making it personal.
Ki personal korisu moi? Moi ki personal korisu? Moi koisu apnalokor enu avostha beya kyo? Etu buji na pai neki?
Why?
Etu direct kotha patisu.
Not allowing me to speak up till now. You are talking about your
খালি মুসলিম পলিটিক্স করলে কি হবে নাকি
kinds of funny things we are
কি ফানি মই ফানি কিবা কথা কইছো ইউ ফরগটেন কি অসমত হিন্দু আছে অসমত হিন্দু আছে না নাই
saying funny you
অসমে হিন্দু আছে না নাই
whom are you telling me that
আপোনাক কইছো মই I'm telling you
was there
what have you done for Assamese Hindus কি কৰিছে আপুনি
I'm asking you now
কি কৰিছে
I'm asking
what have you done for Assamese Hindus
now I'm asking you
what have you done for Assamese Hindus you sideline them
I'm asking
sideline them all over Assam কি কৰিছে Bangladeshi vote, Bangladeshi vote, low out, sorry, behind you.
Who has?
Should I tell you what you've done in Assam?
Who has taken Assam? Congress.
Forget it. Congress made Assam. Hiteshwar Saikia said once, Gaurav Gogoi, can I tell you what? 1 minute, I'm giving it back to him in Assamese today. He will understand what I can give it back. Don't teach me about Assam. Apunatke besi Ohome amoy. Apunatke besi.
Okay then.
Congress party boi bikri no koru Ohoma. We don't sell Assam like you do.
But who knows?
When have you spoken? I put Gaurav also. When have you spoken? When have you spoken for Assamese Hindus?
You are taking.
Khali Bangladeshi Muslim ko nahi pala vote bank politics ko itake kine le soliba apne.
We have
How long will this carry on?
We
koi se?
Yes, politician. The Congress party.
Borpeta 3/4 Muslim kene ke hol?
What against politics?
Kene ke hol?
Not you. Not you.
Hotor mati bila kune nile?
You. Not your predecessor.
Kune nile? Aru kune loya nile? Who sold the Hotro lands? Who sold? The centers of Hindu
independence to Assam. Was Assam ever in India? Was Assam in India?
Was Assam in India? Look at the incendiary language. Are you seeing him now, Gaurav? Are you seeing him?
It is Congress.
Congress. Quote Congress. There's no Congress in Assam. Basic sensitive.
Disturbed him.
I've disturbed him deliberately because I have told him in Assamese that at least
that exit poll may not be all true. But even if it is true, so what?
So what? We will remain pro-Muslim party.
We can still on fighting.
Now listen to me, my.
We don't surrender just because Arnab Goswami gives us threats.
Arnab Goswami threat dise apnak. Hosa kotha ko bole threat hoy. I've given you a threat. I've told you the truth.
You're shouting, you're shouting, you're scolding.
What he is saying right now.
I can give it back nicely to you.
Hear me out, please. We heard you.
How about you?
No, you can't do anything to me.
Who is doing anything to you? I'm not interested. I'm not interested in doing anything to you.
Our families went to jail. Show me one BJP man who went to jail. So don't shout and don't threaten.
If you have gone to jail for corruption, I feel bad for you. If you have gone to jail or any family member has gone to jail for corruption, it's not my problem.
So your family members didn't go to jail.
Arnab, first of all, my friend has the right to live in his illusionary world, and for the next 5 days, if he wants to be happy, rejecting the exit polls, you cannot take away from him that right to be happy.
We are becoming happy.
It's very difficult to be in the Congress.
Why do you twist things?
They don't get these happy moments.
Twisting things.
Listen.
Why are you twisting things?
Please.
My goodness.
Don't shout.
Is this a talk on the exit poll? Or is it a discussion about something has already happened?
I'm discussing the exit poll. You are frothing at your mouth because Himanto is winning.
Shouting. Listen. Pawan Kheda making all false allegations against the wife of Himant Biswa Sarma.
That is why.
What happened to Pawan Kheda after that? Do you know? He went to a high court which did not have jurisdiction. Then he went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court did not grant him relief. Then he went to the Assam High Court. The Assam High Court refused any relief to him. Then he again went to the Supreme Court. What does it say?
I am also an advocate. I am an advocate. I know what rules are. Let him.
Pawan Kheda had made false allegations. Second,
you are not the judiciary here. The case is going on. Why has he not been able to arrest him now? Why has not been able to arrest him?
Third time you will be losing an election in Assam. A hat trick by the BJP. And you are still so conceited. You don't even introspect. You don't even call a spade a spade. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was the in charge of Assam. What happened? Where was Priyanka Gandhi Vadra? Rahul Gandhi. West Bengal, you were getting 0 seats. Zero.
Only the chairman of one committee.
Delhi, you have 0. Andhra Pradesh, you have 0. And West Bengal, you have 0. Today, Congress is synonymous to 0. Anda. And you come here and you fight with us. Why do you fight with us?
The exit poll
doesn't say anything back to you.
Make anything.
In fact, Arnab Goswami said, you are worthier than Gaurav Gogoi. And you should have been the ministerial candidate.
DMK is
but
gone.
you are fighting with us.
Congress is gone in Kerala.
You don't even recognize your well-wisher.
No, sir, dance.
Sad, very sad. अरे बच्चा है तू हमारा. Fanta पी Fanta.
Very funny.
बच्चा है तू हमारा. Fanta पी Fanta.
किसको बच्चा बोल रहे हो तुम यार? तू कौन हो?
Fanta पी Fanta. मैं बता रहा हूँ आपको. आप कौन हो? सारे घुसपैठियों को अंदर घुसा दिया और भारतीयों को बोला कि तुम हो जाओ. तो हम लोग क्या जवाब देंगे? Sarbananda Sonowal was the one who filed a petition before the Supreme Court to ensure
Sarbananda Sonowal is the main man. Sarbananda Sonowal is the main man of BJP.
Thrown out of the country. Sarbananda Sonowal, our pride.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल बनाओ केसरी त्योहार. विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. अब बताओ स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट.
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं.
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा. रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना.
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं. रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये तो है इसकी खास बात. वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है. अरे मेरे राजा
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने.
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ. सोच बदलो और बैंक भी.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट. ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े. चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े.
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट.
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है.
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें.
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील.
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the advanced short-range air-to-air missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old. Now the ASRAAM brings fire-and-forget technology. Once the pilot locks on and fires, the missile finds the target on its own, even if the jet turns away to dodge enemy fire. It also works with helmet-mounted displays, so the pilot can just look at the enemy plane through the visor and the missile follows the eyes. This high off-bore sight ability lets the jet attack from strange angles without turning the whole plane first. This upgrade matters a lot because the region stays tense. Pakistan flies JF-17 jets with modern PL-10 missiles that reach farther and lock on quicker. China uses even better systems on its J-20 stealth fighters and other planes. In a real dogfight, the old MiG-29 with R-73 could lose the first shot. With ASRAAM, the Indian pilots get longer reach, faster lock, and higher chance to survive. The missile also works well against low-flying drones that are hard to see on radar. Many experts see drone swarms as the new big threat in air wars, and this upgrade gives the MiG-29 a strong answer. The ASRAAM already proved itself on Indian planes. The Air Force fitted it successfully on the homemade LCA Tejas and the Jaguar fighters. Those tests went smooth, so putting it on the MiG-29 UPG is a natural next step. The request includes new launchers, special tools, testing equipment, and training for ground crews and pilots. Once the work finishes, the whole fleet will get the missiles step by step. This keeps the MiG-29 useful for many more years until newer Indian planes, like more Tejas and the advanced medium combat aircraft, join in big numbers. Upgrading the existing MiG-29 fleet saves huge money compared to buying fresh fighters from abroad. It also shows a smart way of mixing technology. India still uses Russian planes but adds Western weapons when they fit better. After supply problems from global sanctions, this diversification makes sure the Air Force never runs short of parts or missiles.
The thing is that overall, if I can have your comment on the other states where you have released the polls. Just give me a one-liner on the two other states where you've released your polls, especially Tamil Nadu. What's your reading? You've gone very...
There is a change, particularly among the youth demography of 18 to 39 years, that contributes 42% of the total voting population. Huge, TVK is gaining huge number of votes there. Not so good in 40+ category, and among women is scoring 32 versus 38. So that is the precisely reason why what we are showing is TVK 98 seats to 120, and for DMK 92 to 110. This is what is our
But that scenario, are you saying that it's very close between DMK? I want Salem and Apsara also in this debate. Are you saying it's close between DMK and ADMK? MR is saying that, right? He's close between them.
He says cannibalization of the ADMK.
Both. But vote share for our TVK and DMK is 35% vote share.
You're the only guy saying that out of all the pollsters.
Yeah.
You've got a standout result in Tamil Nadu. It'll be disaster for ADMK if this happens, Apsara.
Not at all. I think Arnab,
Apsara from ADMK responding to you. Just 3 more minutes.
I think he's overestimating the Vijay factor. Vijay will dent a lot of votes. The anti-incumbency vote, some of it might go to Vijay. In urban pockets, some youth might be distracted and vote for cinematic stuff.
Tomorrow,
Trust me, I think Vijay will have a significant vote share, but I think winning 3 to 4 seats is my prediction. I might be wrong. Pradeep ji is much more senior, but I don't think on the ground Vijay will translate to votes, to seats. He might get vote share.
Interesting, 1 minute. Can I get him back on screen, please? Ratnakar, 1 minute. I want.
Pradeep Gupta ji has given 361 to 400.
I don't want everyone to...
Sell him.
So I think it's relevant to Tamil Nadu also. See, there is one thing very clear, Arnab. 2019, 2021, 2022, 2024. None of the elections Edapadi Palaniswamy has been able to win. People of Tamil Nadu not accepted him. That was not the case for ADMK under Jayalalitha. People did give their verdicts continuously also. But Edapadi has not been accepted. So what is very clear in this election is that ADMK is going to be obliterated. Even the outliers...
Not at all. I think Salem Dharan is... forgetting the fact that pollsters have got it wrong in 2016, 2021. We've always...
Why don't you put MR on the right,
Trumped the trend. I think the DMK is surely going home.
How much time?
Salem Dharan, trust me, with confidence, and when you start back, it's time up for Stalin.
Any last unpredictable factor you want to mention? Pradeep, any unpredictable factor you want to mention overall?
Overall, Assam is something people are talking about. There, the pure victory of pro-incumbency and the personality or whatever you call it, the of Hemant Biswa Sarma in particular case. Last time, Congress has alliance with BPF, which is Bodoland Party, and AIUDMK, which is the minority dominant party of Badruddin Ajmal. This time, BPF is alliance with the NDA BJP, and AIUDMK is contesting separately. And also what Hemant Dada has made sure that the UPPL, which is the another Bodoland party, has contesting separately. So you see it's much easier for BJP alliance to, whatever numbers you are seeing, 88 to 100 in our tally for NDA.
Well, a strong showing, MR, then. Last word, very strong situation for BJP.
Yes, of course in Assam, definitely in Bengal. As far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, yes, it's iffy as far as the pollsters are concerned.
Yeah.
But as far as the body language of the DMK spokies are concerned, I think Apsara is, I'll put money on Apsara's pocket.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, she won't mind that. It's been an interesting discussion, ladies and gentlemen. If we hope the access result comes out, we haven't got others like C voter have completely sort of blanked out this time. So let's see what happens. Interesting time.
Listen.
Tomorrow.
Arnab, you want to tell me, we are going to see on May 4th, you have to tell me what you want from Tamil Nadu to celebrate the victory of the DMK.
We want DMK out.
What do you want? What is the gift you want from Tamil Nadu?
What I want? Well, we are going to bring Republic to Tamil Nadu. We're going to bring Republic to Tamil Nadu. The people of Tamil Nadu deserve a better media. So Republic Tamil will be our effort, and I hope that happens. We will give you a gift. We will. Why? I don't want a gift from you. We'll give you a gift.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट
क्या बात है स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और बरसान अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला। साथी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे हर सॉलिड इसकी फील है जिंदल साथी सील है दोस्त की स्टेनलेस स्टील है क्वालिटी में दम है साथी रे बिजनेस करेगा ग्रो साथी रे टाइमलेस इसका लुक है साथी रे और जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MDH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company...
India is in the grip of the saffron wave.
Congress voter has moved over. The NDA has gained 78 seats, out of which all but one are at the expense of the Mahagathbandhan. It's a pure transfer. It's just and simple arithmetic going on out here.
You agree with this argument? जो भी alliance जीता हम जीते, National Conference जीता हम जीते, JMM जीता हम जीते, आप नहीं जीते.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये हित तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट,
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है। स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और बरसान, अरे चमकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ।
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार, विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी, एवरीडे।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. the Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old. Now the ASRAAM brings fire-and-forget technology. Once the pilot locks on and fires, the missile finds the target on its own, even if the jet turns away to dodge enemy fire. It also works with helmet-mounted displays, so the pilot can just look at the enemy plane through the visor and the missile follows the eyes. This high off-bore sight ability lets the jet attack from strange angles without turning the whole plane first. This upgrade matters a lot because the region stays tense. Pakistan flies JF-17 jets with modern PL-10 missiles that reach farther and lock on quicker. China uses even better systems on its J-20 stealth fighters and other planes. In a real dogfight, the old MiG-29 with R-73 could lose.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर्नब मसाला केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार विमल बोलो जुबान केसरी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट
ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद यही तो है इसकी खास बात।
वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है।
अरे मेरे राजा
AU सेविंग्स अकाउंट में मिलते हैं अमेजिंग बेनिफिट्स, पेपरलेस बैंकिंग एंड हायर इंटरेस्ट, वो भी हर महीने।
मनी 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 एवरी मंथ। सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट।
अब बताओ स्वाद आया?
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
साथी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे हर सॉलिड इसकी फील है जिंदल साथी सील है तो उसकी स्टेनलेस स्टील है क्वालिटी में दम है साथी रे बिजनेस करेगा ग्रो साथी रे टाइमलेस इसका लुक है साथी रे और जिंदल
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडिया's leading producer of stainless steel.
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a power.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
Our pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
प्यास बुझाए, ठंडक लाए, सबको भाए जीरा से। MDH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
MDH।
Correct. The taste of success.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
यानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच लस्सी और छाछ और
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडिया's leading producer of stainless steel.
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons. These planes guard the northern and western borders day and night. Earlier upgrades added new radars, engines, and digital cockpits, but the short-range missiles stayed old. Now the ASRAAM brings fire-and-forget technology. Once the pilot locks on and fires, the missile finds the target on its own, even if the jet turns away to dodge enemy fire. It also works with helmet-mounted displays, so the pilot
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद ये हित तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मामा क्या स्वाद है। अरे मेरे राजा
AU करंट अकाउंट के साथ मिलता है फ्री UPI QR ओवरड्राफ्ट फैसिलिटी और एक ही ऐप से बैंक के सारे काम। AU
सोच बदलो और बैंक भी।
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा से MDH का जलजीरा जीरा से।
जीरा से असली रिफ्रेशिंग, असली स्वाद, असली मजा।
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील TMT से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
Character, the taste of success.
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
आलू चाट या फ्रूट चाट।
स्वाद बनाए चमकी चाट।
क्या बात है। स्वादिष्ट पकोड़े और बरसान, अरे चंकी चाट है इसकी जान।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चंकी चाट।
साथी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे, जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे। अरे सॉलिड इसकी फील है, जिंदल साथी सील है, तो उसकी स्टेनलेस स्टील है। क्वालिटी में दम है साथी रे, बिजनेस करेगा ग्रो साथी रे। टाइमलेस इसका लुक है साथी रे, और जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे।
जिंदल साथी सील है तो असली स्टेनलेस स्टील है।
तो जब भी आप स्टेनलेस स्टील पाइप्स एंड ट्यूब्स खरीदें, जिंदल साथी सील जरूर चेक करें।
जिंदल स्टेनलेस, इंडियाज लीडिंग प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ स्टेनलेस स्टील।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the Advanced Short-Range Air-to-Air Missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets.
India is in the grip of the saffron wave. Congress voter has moved over. The NDA has gained 78 seats, out of which all but one are at the expense of the Mahagathbandhan. It's a pure transfer. It's just and simple arithmetic going on out here.
You agree with this argument? जो भी alliance जीता हम जीते, National Conference जीता हम जीते, JMM जीता हम जीते, आप नहीं जीते.
Join International Institute of Hotel Management. Call 983-10-50,000.
थोड़े में ज्यादा स्वाद, ये तो है इसकी खास बात। वाओ मम्मा, क्या स्वाद है? अरे मेरे राजा,
रानी इस घर में कुछ है जो टूटता नहीं।
ये पिलर कभी नहीं टूटेगा। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी से बना।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील टीएमटी बार एकदम सॉलिड।
चमकी चाट से क्या बना है?
सैंडविच, लस्सी और छाछ
हर घूंट में चमकी चाट। ड्राई फ्रूट और दही बड़े। चमकी चाट से स्वाद बढ़े।
असली स्वाद सिर्फ चमकी चाट।
केसरिया से मन जोगी हुआ रे, दिल झूमे देखो मतवारा हुआ रे। केसरिया से मन जोगी
हर पल मनाओ केसरी त्योहार। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
आर प्योर शाही पनीर मसाला, डिलीशियस, हेल्दी एवरीडे।
The Indian Air Force is giving its old MiG-29 fighter jets a powerful new weapon from Britain that turns them into modern fighters ready for today's battles. MiG-29s first came to India in the 1980s, have flown many missions along the tough borders with China and Pakistan. Now they are getting equipped with British ASRAAM missiles that make them as strong as NATO planes in close fights. The Ministry of Defense sent out a request for proposals to fit the advanced short-range air-to-air missile on the MiG-29 UPG version. This British missile from the company MBDA replaces the old Russian R-73 that pilots used for years. The R-73 could only reach targets 10 to 15 kilometers away, which forced pilots to fly too close to the enemy and take big risks. The ASRAAM changes all that. It can hit targets more than 25 kilometers away, almost double the old range. It flies at Mach 3 speed and uses a smart infrared seeker that ignores enemy flares and jamming better than before. The Indian Air Force flies more than 55 of these MiG-29 UPG jets in frontline squadrons.
The result on the 4th of May will be the most important result since the national election mandate. In the middle of 2024, there were all these naysayers who said BJP is over, Modi has lost his aura of invincibility. They said Congress is back. It's a matter of time before Congress takes over Delhi. What happened after that? Ladies and gentlemen, Congress ruled 3 states then, they ruled 3 states today. This election is significant. It is the most significant for the BJP. If the BJP wins Assam and can win Bengal and can gain vote share in Kerala and gain in the form of an alliance in Tamil Nadu, then trust me, this is the strongest ever BJP since 2014.
ममता बनर्जी जीतता है डेथ वोटर से, फेक वोटर से। अभी वोटर लिस्ट में डेथ वोटर भी नहीं है, फेक वोटर भी नहीं है, बांग्लादेशी घुसपैठिया भी नहीं है, रोहिंगा भी नहीं है, बेरोजगार नौजवान चाकरी की तलाश में है, बेटी बहन सुरक्षा की तलाश में है, इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट जमीन की तलाश में है, सब दुखी है। सब गुंडा को सीधा करने का काम आने वाला बीजेपी सरकार है।
देखिए, बंगाल की पूरी जनता एक बात तय कर बैठी है कि 4 तारीख को दीदी को हटाना है और विशेषकर महिलाएं और सुरक्षा के और भय के कारण जो त्रस्त हैं, उनको एकमात्र होप है कि भाजपा सरकार आएगी तो उनके सम्मान की रक्षा होगी।
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the show tonight, when there is no fear, the only fear is in the Trinamool Congress. The fear role reversal has happened and Mamata Banerjee came out looking extremely fearful. She's fearful of the verdict. That's the only way to describe it. And at 9 o'clock tonight, so many of you have been asking us, can we believe exit polls? What is the credibility of exit polls? Therefore, we've decided to put those who hate exit polls to debate with the pollsters themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, let me begin by saying that it's a pleasure, a privilege, and an absolute honor every election to bring the news to you. We are not a network that makes big claims. We are not a network where three anchors go to Bengal and say we have smelt the mood on the ground. Those are stupid claims. I'm not going to describe the people who make those claims. You can't land up in Bengal for 2 days, live in a 5-star hotel, take your mic out twice and claim to have smelt the mood in Bengal. That's rubbish. I'm not making any claims, but ladies and gentlemen, one thing I assure you tonight, that if there is one network which is the by far encyclopedic reach of every district in Bengal, and not during the election, but for the last 5 years and more. And why? Because we run the biggest news network in Bengal called Republic Bangla. Because we, Republic Bangla, as a team, has exposed Sandesh Khali and has exposed RG Kaur, has exposed the coal scam, has questioned Abhishek Banerjee's corruption. We are the channel that has fought Mamata Banerjee's corruption, her dictatorship. We've had police cases filed against us regularly. And ladies and gentlemen, my reporters have been arrested. So I would just like to begin by saying to that stupid Lutyens cabal that has flown in for 4 days and claims to have understood the ground situation, you don't understand anything. Only Republic does, because we are reporting. We have 100 reporters on the ground in Bengal, not today, but for the last 5 years. So you can be sure you will get absolutely strong, detailed, and accurate coverage here on Republic. And to that, and for that, I am grateful to my amazing colleagues in Republic Bangla, a network that the country is truly proud of. Now, having said that, I want to say something about the numbers. People are saying that, why are the numbers like what they've turned out to be? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Don't ask me, but these are the numbers. And I would say one thing, that Chanakya, which is there predicting 150 to 160 for BJP, giving them a clean win with a margin of 15 seats over the halfway mark, is the same pollster who predicted 180 seats for the Trinamool Congress the last time. And though that even ended up conservative, the Trinamool got much more than that. Today's Chanakya was the latest poll which has come out today, and that is predicting anywhere up to 203 seats. So somewhere around an average of 191, 182 is their halfway mark. Now, viewers, I've always believed that polls can give you a broad trend. They may not be accurate. I see a broad trend here. The broad trend last time was for the Trinamool. Nobody said BJP is winning. One or two may have said. But the trend was for the Trinamool. This time the trend is for the BJP. Second thing is the kind of voting that has happened. 92.47% is the combined electoral participation in Bengal. This is an unprecedented turnout, 92.47. There is a sense of what my team says is a deep urgency among the people of Bengal. People of Bengal are convinced that under Mamata, Bengal will become Bangladesh. She wants, and I will say it clearly, she wants Bengal to be a Muslim majority state because she is politically more secure there. Therefore, she has opened the floodgates, absolutely opened the floodgates to the Bangladeshis. She has tried to provide voter ID cards for them. She has fought for the Bangladeshis. Sometimes I feel she has political ambitions in Bangladesh. Truly, and I'm not joking about it. Therefore, when she goes, it's a national security threat, ladies and gentlemen, that we are dealing with. This is not a political fight. There is a national security threat to it. She came on TV today. I'll show you the pictures, looking distraught. And when I listened to her, I found that she was preparing a sort of a post-failure phase. Now, it's possible she'll win, I'm not saying. But the trends are saying she won't. But she's trying to rationalize the circumstance, already try and create a series of circumstances saying, these are the reasons I could lose. She's already asking her people, creating a sense of paranoia, go sit outside the counting centers. Sit there, I will sit there for 3 days. Almost as if it's some picnic going on there. The problem with Mamata Banerjee, she's not a serious person. For her, governance has been a joke. She has reduced governance to a joke, and now she wants to do a 4-day circus leading up to Monday. She wants to, let her. But I want to remind Mamata Banerjee today, when you talk about fear, let me tell you, even right now she's behaving in the despicable manner she always has. You want to see violence? Give her half a chance. Give her half a chance, she will do the same things that she did after her win. She was not happy with her win. She wanted to teach a lesson to the people who did not vote for Trinamool last time. And that's why, like a gunda, like a goon, professional goon, her nephew goes around saying, I'm going to be in charge. I'm going to sort you people out after the 4th. That man should be arrested. Ladies and gentlemen, these are visuals. She does this here. Look at the contrast between Mamata. She does this here, and that's what she does outside. This is an attack on RSS workers, right? We can see the stone pelting. This is the real behavior. In the next visual, you will see an RSS worker bleeding severely from the wound on his head and right behind his ear. This is the absolute hypocrisy of Mamata Banerjee. She does this. And then she comes before and says this to the people. I am with you. You are with me. Rubbish. Mamata Banerjee, someone has to tell you what you actually are. You are with all the gundas, and the gundas are for you. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a situation of, the cops confronting the TMC voters. Then there is a visual of the violence that happened in Jagaddal. You see the clash out there, right? The clash that is happening. People are trying to get inside the police station, right? As the police keep them out, hold the gate closed. These are real visuals. If you give this party a chance, then there is the violence at the Aurobindo rally. And after all, doing all these violence, after attempting to do havoc, which she has been put in her place this time because there are so many CRPF and security people out there. After doing all of this, she then comes and does this among the people. I am a peaceful person. Ma Mati Manush, absolutely not. She's greedy, she's corrupt, she's communal. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is, Mamata Banerjee is looking at a loss. Now, why is that? Does she think today that when she does this acting on television like this, do you think people forget what she did during Sandesh Khali? Right? When Shah Jahan Sheikh came out, her favorite gunda, nonchalantly waving a victory sign to the crowd after facing allegations of mass rape. This is her man. This is the real face of Mamata Banerjee. And then she comes and does this. You cannot do this. If you've been leading gundas, if you've been doing this on a daily basis, if you've been backing rapists, if you've been literally supporting acts of rape as political vengeance, you can't go out and try to do this number. Do you think people have forgotten what happened after in RG Kaur? The vandalization of the place where the victim was raped? These are Trinamool people. They tried to vandalize the scene of the crime. What did Mamata Banerjee do then? Nothing. You see, Mamata Banerjee wants to do this number where she is the sort of she plays this like a grand aunt number. She behaves like a grand aunt, absolutely docile, absolutely peaceful and harmless. Whereas reality is, you take the mask off, she's the leader of these people. Do you think people have forgotten she's doing this today? Mamata Banerjee, you're doing this today because you're about to lose. Do you think people have forgotten when an aged woman, 85 years old, was beaten up severely by Trinamool workers? Nimita is her name, an aged woman, beaten up. She was lying down in the bed in pain, right? She succumbed to her injuries. And what was her fault? She was the mother of a BJP worker called Gopal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what Mamata Banerjee has done. Her crimes have caught up with her. She is leading a crime syndicate in Bengal. So there is no point, Mamata Banerjee, to come out and say, do this number. We have seen your real face. People know what you are, what you have done. You are desperate today. You may try to do a little bit more drama, but guess what? Whatever the result, let me tell you, Mamata Banerjee, nobody, not even your people who you have terrorized for a long time, nobody is scared of you. Your game is up. We'll wait for the results. We'll wait for the results. But do not ever try to tell your people to do what they did after the results last time. Do not even think about it. Let's debate.
This was North 24 Parganas, hours before polling in Bengal. The violence continued on phase 2 in North 24 Parganas. The violence continued even after the voting ended, hours after exit polls showed Mamata was losing.
As soon as voting concluded yesterday at around 6 p.m, TMC goons resorted to post-poll violence, which are seen in the history of the elections as well. But this time, immediately after the polling concludes, TMC goons came to this house of RSS cadre worker Abhijit and Prasanajit and started hurling stones at them from where I'm standing right now. The TMC goons and supporters resorted to violence by standing here, throwing stones at Abhijit and Prasanajit while they were sitting just outside their house after having dinner after coming back from polling booth.
Fear is an instrument Mamata's Trinamool Congress has used, but the tables have turned.
आसपास के जितने भी लोग हैं अच्छी तरह से समझ लें कि अगर किसी ने बदमाशी करी तो उनका कायदे से इलाज किया जाएगा। फिर अगर कहीं से खबर आ गई कि किसी ने कोई खुराफात करने की, किसी को परेशान करने की कोशिश की है, तो फिर उसकी खबर फिर अच्छे से लेंगे हम।
And the violent political goons are crawling out like rats at night. Mamata's rule has been marred by violence. Her party nurtures goons. Violence is often seen as an instrument of political control, from RG Kar to Sandesh Khali. But that fear is evaporating. Watch how even the police in Bengal today is giving it back. Defeating this fear ensured a record turnout. And will the record turnout then defeat the TMC?
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, we have Charu Pragya with us and Shishir Bajoria from the National and the Bengal BJP. We have Kabir Shankar Bose also. He's a right-leaning pro-BJP political analyst. We have Faizan Kidway of the Samajwadi Party. The Samajwadi Party is very afraid, more afraid than Trinamool Congress. Very afraid, very scared. They don't know what to do because after this straight, BJP straight goes to Uttar Pradesh. And the demolition squad happens in UP. Bulldozer approach. We must fight BJP. Leave it. You have got no stake. You don't even have a corporator on all of Bengal. Okay, now Faizan. There he goes. Faizan, just
since you made an opening statement accusing Samajwadi Party.
I'm not
accusing. I
accusing.
had to rebut, sir.
I'm just one. Then we have Sukanya Bhattacharya. She's pro-TMC, voice from Kolkata. We have Mr. Bal Chandra Kango. He is member of the National Secretariat of the Communist Party of India. Left is in a very bad situation in Bengal. And I'm sure he has something to say about the terror culture of Bengal under Trinamool Congress, which left has also suffered because of. And Neil Basu is from the Trinamool Congress, of course, advocate. Okay, so Neil, there was one more poll which came out today. And it's usually a very accurate poll. Shishirda, you know, today's Chanakya usually gets it right. And unfortunately, Neil, for you, unfortunately, really unfortunate, it puts you at 89 to 111, which means you could go as low as 89 and as high as 111. And the BJP...
In 2021, Republic and Jan Ki Baat, this exit poll said BJP will get 162 to 185 seats. And we know the results. So this time also we know the results.
So the fact is, thank you.
Exit polls are gimmick. These exit polls are gimmick. These exit polls have no value. People have voted in large numbers. People have voted against the harassment that they have faced in SIR. So Trinamool Congress is very much confident that they will win.
Just a minute. I agree that the pollsters were enthusiastic for the BJP the last time, but they were not as enthusiastic as this time. Second point, just a point of correction to you, Republic does not do any exit polls. Republic carries all exit. Okay, and then some polls, people think they are exclusive to Republic, they are not. We carry all polls, we've always done a poll of polls. So just a small correction for you there. Now,
whatever be,
Shishir Bajoria, I want you to respond to this part, that don't believe the exit polls, etc., etc. Yeah.
Well, they're talking about believing exit polls or not. Well, let me tell you, will the representative of Trinamool not believe the turnout? Will they not believe that since last 50 years, this is the first polls where there's not a single dead person? What did Trinamool do for 15 years? Every poll, and before that was left, every poll we used to have dead bodies. Dead bodies became the rule of the day.
Who was up to then?
Now, this is the first time that people came out and voted fearlessly. 6 crore people came out and voted fearlessly. And sir, if you think that this was a vote against SIR, well, fourth will tell you, SIR is what cleaned up the rules.
Why you are so interested?
Sir, let me speak. Sir, let me speak. Yes,
Don't
that's what I'm
finish.
saying.
Everything will be finished after
It will
4th
come out
May.
on the
Everything
4th.
will be finished
It will
after
come out
4th.
on the 4th.
4th
And
May,
now, as
everything will
far
be
as the
finished.
numbers are,
And
the
Bengal
broad
BJP
trends are
will
concerned.
turn out to be a poster part.
Yeah, but you can say what you want. You can say what you want. On the 4th, when you see the Bhagwa flag going up, the BJP forming a government, you can say what you want. But the fact is 6 crore people turned out
you have
fearlessly.
in 2021.
Fearlessly.
See the...
Because you could not scare
Just
people.
like you dreamt it on
That was your
2021.
whole... That is why you kept blaming the central forces. Central forces came for the peace of the people,
Okay,
not for your goons.
Okay, now I want to get in Kabir out here because he has to go at 8:30. Charu, I'm just coming to you right after that. You know the situation, and Sukanya and Kabir can debate this part. This speech that Mamata Banerjee made today, Kabir and Sukanya, I really felt bad for her. I felt so sorry for her. I had pity for her. Pity, you know, pity. Not sympathy, not empathy, but pity. Because she was making a case for losing. And she started the whole drama that go and sit outside the booth, you know, we will do this, we will do that. Tell me one thing, Sukanya. When the women were gang raped in Sandesh Khali, did she come out like this or did she come out supporting Sheikh Shahjahan? Is this the same person who is doing this today, who was supporting the rape of women in Sandesh Khali? Who was saying that the rapists must, have been falsely implicated? Is she the same person who sent her gundas, cheap goons, to RG Court to destroy the crime scene? Is she the same person who supported the people involved in the rape and tried to deny that the rape ever happened? She tried to do a cover-up of the RG Court rape, remember? Is she the same person who said it is all right, the victim in the Park Street rape is wrong, today she is coming out doing this? You know, when I look at her today, sometimes I feel, Kabir, I should not even feel pity for this lady.
No, you shouldn't.
I shouldn't feel pity for this lady because whatever she is getting today, she deserves it. Heart of heart, even Sukanya knows. Problem is, she's got a stranglehold on her party today. You see what happens if she loses. Yeah, this is my view.
Arnab,
yeah.
Your channel has been one of the pioneers in exposing over several years what Mamata Banerjee is all about. And I congratulate you and your channel that, you know, you've brought out to the viewers what this lady is all about. Today, like you said, it's a pity. Few days ago, her nephew stands on a hood of a car and says, I will be in the chair and I will see. He actually gives out threats of violence. And today, Mamata Banerjee folds her hands and says, in desperation, please guard your EVM machines. I haven't slept for 3 nights. If necessary, I will also come out and guard. Is this the Mamata Banerjee who ruled Bengal? And you know, the National Human Rights Commission said, the ruler's law prevails in Bengal. There is no rule of law. And today that Mamata Banerjee is so shaken up, she is now folding her hands and asking her cadres to go guard the EVM machine.
Sukanya, do you remember there was a video which came out during before and after the 2021 elections where the Trinamool Gundas, criminals, with all these sickles and swords in their hands, did this mad, dirty dance saying, Khela hobe, khela hobe, khela hobe. You remember that? You know what image that gave it? I don't know how an educated person like you can be associated with this kind of...
I remember
Do you remember that?
400 अगली बार मोदी सरकार 400 पार, all of the thing I remember.
No, do you remember the dance with the swords in their hands? Khela hobe, bloodthirsty gundas and criminals of Trinamool Congress?
I remember many things, sir. I remember 2021, अगली बार 400 पार, अगली बार मोदी सरकार. I remember
Madam, do you
that.
remember the 400 people who died?
I remember
the 400 people who were murdered in Bengal after 2021. Madam, do you remember that?
Numbers!
Do you remember the 53 trials which are going on in West Bengal?
Please, let me finish. Your turn is over, mister. Let me finish.
Our turn is coming, madam. On 4th, our turn is coming. Our turn is not over. On 4th, our turn is coming, madam.
Bengali are so humble. You being a Bengali, please be humble. Please be humble.
That's why I'm addressing you as madam. I'm being very humble. But on fourth, our turn is coming.
Many things, many allegations against our chief ministers. But I am not defaming him. This is our gesture. This is our humbleness.
Bollywood.
People of Bengal are protest the divide and rules. This policy of BJP's
divide and rule. You are a pro-Muslim party. Do you deny you are a pro-Muslim party? Why did you forget the Hindus?
No.
Why did you try to create terror among Hindus? Charu Pragya is on the debate. You are a pro-Muslim party. You said at a rally that do you know what will happen if the Muslims from rural areas enter Bengal to have Jalmuri?
You
said that, no?
Muslims,
you tried to scare. Okay, tell me one. Tell me one. Sukanya, my Bengali is not very good. My Bangla is not very good. আমার কথাটা 2 মিনিট আমার বাংলা খুব ভালো নয় আপনাকে জিজ্ঞেস করছি একটা ভালো করে ট্রান্সলেশন করে দিন মেকিং আ হরিবল ফেস শিশির দা ইউ রিমেম্বার মেকিং আ হরিবল ফেস শি সেড আরে if I am not there you know what will happen to you obviously talking about Hindus
আমি বলি
বলুন কি বলেছিল
যদি আমরা না থাকি যেই কমিউনিটি একটা কমিউনিটির কথা আপনারা বলেন এক সেকেন্ড লাগবে 12টা বাজিয়ে দেবে আপনারা কেন নিজে
গিয়ে ফেলবে এটাও বলেছিলেন গিয়ে ফেলবে what does that mean
এক সেকেন্ড লাগবে
what does গিয়ে ফেলবে mean
নিজেতে খালেগা
मतलब he said one community will eat up the other community গিয়ে ফেলবে
yes
12টা বাজবে
ম্যাডাম
12 bajaenge. No. What is this now? You said all this. I will remind you of every damn thing you said to me.
We respect our constitution.
You respect? Oh, what happened when you tell the Hindu community? Okay, Charu is dying to come to the debate. When you tell the Hindu community, if I am not there, they will swallow you up. They will eat you up. They will eat you up. You thought the Hindus will be scared.
Madam, you've had your say.
Yeah.
And our Trinamool CM is very
Can
humble.
I come in now?
She is very humble.
And I don't want your voice to be drowning out mine because what I say is going to be very important. You were reminding the other person of his turn. Now your turn's over. My turn begins. Let me start with a disclaimer today, Arnab.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely.
Thank you. Now, with this video that Mamata Banerjee has released today, the citadel of fear in West Bengal has fallen. And I say this with authority and I say this with responsibility because for as long as I can remember, elections in West Bengal have been riddled with fear, intimidation, booth control, political violence, political bloodshed. In fact, so much so that a voter silently wanted change, but he was fearful of saying it out loud. Now that fear has cracked. And I'm so grateful to the central forces, to the Election Commission. You know, this voter turnout this time, Arnab, this was not vote for anti-incumbency. This was vote for anti-intimidation. This was democratic defiance against the TMC government, against Mamata Banerjee. And that defiance is going to do Satta Parivartan on the 4th of May, I assure you. And it's not simply Hindu consolidation, though Hindus have been treated terribly, whether it is in Sandesh Khali, whether it is in Murshidabad, the way Hindus' homes have been burnt out, they've been driven out of their localities. In fact, the Kolkata High Court had to take cognizance for the police to step in. This is consolidation. Madam, will you stop speaking? Will you stop speaking? You had your say. Let me finish and then you can come in. All right? There is no need to pass little comments in the middle because let me finish. Because I am going to expose your policy of intimidation which has ruled Bengal for really long. And you know, Arnab, you started this debate remembering Arjikar. What was the worst thing in Arjikar? It was the TMC Karyakartas who trampled upon the evidence, who did it in such a manner that poor girl's corpse couldn't even reach her parents. That's what they did. By the time the case was handed over to CBI, there was nothing left. And who did Mamata Banerjee shield? The principal, the perpetrators. The same thing was done in Sandesh Khali. Not once she asked about the women who've been suffering for years. It was your reporters which were kept out. It was your reporters who were arrested. Now this is the politics of fear and intimidation. And that is why I'm going to repeat this. Madam, is something wrong with you?
What
is
about
something wrong with your hearing?
investigation,
Did I
madam?
not just say, let me finish and then you come in? Yes, I will come to the CBI's investigation. You want to talk about that? Where else have you heard that the cars of CBI officers, of ED officers are attacked? Where a mob attacks officers? Which part of the country, forget the country, which part of the world, except maybe in Bangladesh or Pakistan. You're proud of that? You want to talk about CBI? Let's talk about CBI. Let's talk about CBI. Let's talk about the fact that your politics of violence merged to such a point of insecurity for the state that it's become a point of insecurity for the entire country.
What about
you became a soft target.
Regarding
you made our country a soft target. And
what
now,
about that
what Bengal wants,
Arnab,
Madam, is like, okay, you know what, your voice is grating on my nerves. And I really don't want to be speaking over a woman who still has not understood what havoc you have wreaked in West Bengal. No, I'm not going to speak over you. Either you continue on this role of nonsense that you're saying, or you let me finish. And I want to end by saying one very important thing, Arnab. This term that TMC loves to use, khela hobe, what is this? What does it mean? People's sentiment, people's safety and security, people's will to vote the way they want is khela for them. It is play for them. Is that what they want to tell people? Khela hobe, I mean the word itself I'm upset with, and this is what they've been showing for all this time. But now Bengal wants dignity with security, and that is what they have voted for. And when I say the citadel of your fear has fallen, it's fallen with over 92% of Bengalis going out to vote. Even people who've never voted before have gone out to vote this time.
Okay, now
this
I want to at this point,
and it's going to be a
I want to at this
faces.
point ask Dr. Balachandra Kango, who's a senior leader with the Communist Party of India. Mr. Kango, I have had a great, long, beautiful association with the CPI. When I started as a reporter, for almost 2 to 3 years, I used to cover only the CPI beat. I'm talking about the time of Indrajit Gupta, M.A. Farooqi. You know, I had a great time, a lot of respect for your party at that time, and I've seen its deterioration over the years. Nevertheless, my question to you is, why was the left silent in all these years of unprecedented communalism, anti-Hindu politics, suppression of the Hindu community, appeasement, hyper-appeasement of the Muslim community, leading to the exodus of Hindus from entire districts in Bengal, incidents when Hindus had their homes torched and burnt, whether it be Malda, Murshidabad or Birbhum. I could understand that initially you were sort of, we were going along with the TMC. At the time when Sitaram Yechuri was CPM chief, left overall went with TMC. But over the last 3 or 4 years, did you not have an opportunity of speaking up? Would you not have wanted the left to carve out its own niche, its own space vis-a-vis the violence and politics of fear in Bengal?
See, Arnab, there are two things which needs to be understood. That in these elections in 5 states are about federalism, and in West Bengal particularly, there is a state violence and there is a central violence. As long as left was ruling West Bengal, this problem of communalism was not there. No press has reported that absence of left is responsible for this communalism. The real issues of Bengal are deindustrialization. Agriculture is developed, but industrialization, because of the capitalist and the central game, the industrialization is not developed. But nobody is questioning that. Nobody is talking about it. Even
Sir, the industries left Bengal during the left years. It is because of you the industries left Bengal. Only Buddhadev Bhattacharya tried to bring them back in the last 2 years.
That's what I'm saying. See, basically, I am a trade unionist. I know that many of the industrialists were asked to shift from West Bengal in order to create a problem for the left.
Can I just say something about
because
this?
the left was ruling. There was no investment. There was no investment for the left.
Can I give you my
There was no investment in the Bengal because left was ruling.
Why?
And therefore, the state Gundaism and state Gundaism versus the central Gundaism is the real problem. All the machinery is being misused.
No, what are you trying to say?
And Gundaism is prevailing. The state...
My question was about Hindus.
What I'm trying to say is that
my
TMC
question,
is using
Mr. Kango, you have, I think, tried to avoid my question. And I
yes,
think
again,
now,
again I'm telling you,
I think we must talk openly. Now, right? Ashish Ishida is on the debate.
Can I just talk about the communist set of mind and their ideology, especially in West Bengal?
As a left...
Sir.
As a left politician, I refuse to speak in terms
say.
of religion.
I don't know battle between state, center. I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, really? In all convenience, you decide what you want to speak on and what you don't want to speak on. If you're talking about industrialization today, where were you for all these years till we brought it up? And you know what? Communalism has become such a farce. You go back home to communalism. Is that how you live? Fugally? Equally? Absolutely not. It is just communalism being practiced so you can come on Arnab's show and sit here as a panelist. Otherwise, tell me what is the existence of your ideology on ground, sir? What is the existence of your ideology on ground? And tell me one issue that you might have raised in all the years of Mamta's misrule in Bengal. Not even one. Today, industrialization, you have the audacity to bring up because Bharatiya Janata Party talked about it. We reminded the people of Bengal that that is where the state has gone, backwards in time, in a terrible manner, backwards. The basic amenities, like, you know, even Ayushman Yojana, healthcare for the elderly, nothing exists in your state. What exists? In every gully and mohalla, there's going to be somebody who's going to take cut money. That's it. That's the economy of the state, and you didn't have anything to say for years and years. Till today. And even now, you don't want to comment on homes being burned down. I think Arnab asked you explicitly about Malda. Asked you explicitly about Murshidabad. Do you have anything
I show a visual here today, and I think I don't want to be even theoretical about it. But I'll show the picture of Gopal, BJP worker's mother, 85 years old. Her name is Nimita. I remember this, and today this picture should haunt Mamta Banerjee. All of you people see this. Niladri, if she had been Muslim, she would not be beaten. If her son's name was not Gopal, she would not be beaten. If her son's name was not Gopal, if her son's name had been Faizan, she would not be beaten. It is because her son's name is Gopal, he was from BJP, that the Trinamool Gundas attacked and then later, because she succumbed to her injuries, killed an 85-year-old woman. And today, Niladri, that same party leader who you have been serving loyally is coming and doing this. I think she should end her drama.
Yeah.
Do you understand that, what I'm saying, Neil Basu? Because you say you're all very secular and all. This is not secularism when Hindus are targeted. Targeting Hindus is not secularism. Yes, Niladri?
65-year-old woman.
Keep on shouting in a debate.
Niladri.
What you just said,
I don't agree with you at all.
Show the pictures. Who killed her? Who killed her? Who beat her? Is it because her son's name was Gopal?
Not at all, not at all. This is all propaganda by the BJP. This is nothing.
An aged, old, 85-year-old woman was beaten by Mamta's workers.
One second. I'm not going to allow you to say anything anymore till you hear me out. This is propaganda. You don't see visuals. You don't see Mamta Banerjee on screen with folded hands standing all exposed because of all of this that TMC has been doing. Arnab, can I just say one very important thing? They want to call this a lie. Sir, 1 second. No, of course I do. I have all the rights to speak about everybody. I'm a citizen of India. You don't tell me what rights I have. My right to speak comes from my constitution, the fact that I'm a citizen of this country. I am not a citizen of TMC-ruled West Bengal. That my words are going to be weighed by some TMC karyakarta. What I say is not controlled by you. I have freedom of speech given to me by my constitution, and now you listen to me. Now do not speak over me, because if you're calling Gopal's mother and her plight an absolute lie. No, quiet, 1 minute. I'm not going to speak over you. Arnab, this is not propaganda. My blood is boiling right now. Please let me finish.
Let your blood boil.
Can you please ask this gentleman to hold on for a second, because I'm talking about a woman who's as old as my grandmother. He doesn't care that she's been beaten to death.
We are not here to
discuss. No, it's not propaganda. I'm giving you proof. No, I'm going to give you cases.
Proof can only be given by the court.
I'm not talking propaganda. I don't talk propaganda.
We are not taking the jumla which you give.
I'm talking about a court case only. I am 1 second. I don't know what your name is, Bhai Sahab, but I'm telling you about a court case.
Has anyone been convicted? Has the court convicted anyone? Ma'am, has the court convicted anyone?
I'm telling.
Has the court convicted anyone?
See, the thing is, whether you
Has
want
the
to hear
court
this or
convicted?
not, the people of West Bengal have heard all this. If
The
a
people of the
65-year-old
nation
woman
wants
What
to
a
has
know,
to
and
come to the
Niladri,
Supreme Court asking for justice
Niladri, what a
because she is
stupid
being
question. Has the court
raped and your
convicted
government
anyone? Let me
couldn't do
ask you
anything.
one thing.
That is not
No, one
propaganda,
minute.
that is fact.
But Niladri, you are a lawyer, Charu is also a lawyer. What a stupid question. The court cannot convict when the prosecution is biased, and we know exactly what happens with the West Bengal police when there is a sycophant called Rajiv Kumar, who she had just made member of parliament. When he is DGP, you expect justice in Sandesh Khali, in Arjikor. The more injustice and crimes he will do, the more promotions he will get. Shishir Bajoria is on the debate. It's time to speak up tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is a terror regime. The only question is whether the terror regime of Mamata Banerjee will end or not. Whether Mamata Banerjee's political terrorism will end on Monday or not.
Police who destroyed the evidence. Each evidence has been... Rajiv Kumar is absolutely culpable. Who protested and who wanted to save Rajiv Kumar?
And he was sent to jail. It was the Shialda court who convicted and gave him a life imprisonment. The arrest was made within 24 hours of the crime being committed, within 24 hours. Even before the case went to CBI, the person was in custody.
Who broke down the wall? Who broke down that wall in the room where the crime was committed? Who broke down the wall? Please answer this question. Was it not force brought in by Calcutta police? Was it not?
Your CBI
did you not
notice? Your CBI also gave a similar charge sheet as per the Calcutta police.
Now, Neil, with this drama that she is doing now, you see, she's drama queen here. She's saying, I'm going to the polling booth, I'm going to sit there. And if she wants to go and have jhalmuri, have fun, if it's a picnic for her, going outside the strong rooms, she can do it. But, you know, I think she's running out of ideas, right?
Has any objection come from the Election Commission of India in regard to this? Why are BJP so worried about this? Have any complaint been lodged with the Election Commission of India?
Why do this drama? Why go and sit outside a strong room? What is she trying to prove? What is she trying to prove?
Why BJP is so worried?
No, what is your conspiracy theory?
Why?
What is your conspiracy theory?
There may be some conspiracy. We are alleging that there may be some conspiracy.
This is a very general thing. There may be.
Of course.
You've got that kind of time to waste.
Just like BJP is alleging that we have done this, we have beaten up.
She's going. Do I have visuals of the latest drama? She wants to go. You know, she thinks she's got this little. You know, it's going to look stupid. You know, go there, sit there. Let it look stupid. Okay.
Shouting on this show. Let the BJP shouting on this show. Be happy for more 3 days. After that, their Bengal BJP will turn out to be a poster party.
Where are the people? Your leaders are sitting. Why are people not joining them? You are saying people are with you. Why are they also not going and sitting? Mamata is telling people to go and sit with her. Why has nobody reached?
Has the Election Commission of India...
Where is Abhishek Banerjee? Why is he avoiding her? Because he's going to take over on Monday?
Nobody is avoiding. Nobody is avoiding.
When Abhishek takes over, where will Mamata go?
We are doing peacefully and we are doing it as per the norms of the Election Commission of India. We have no complaint has been lodged. Election Commission of India has not stopped us. Why the BJP is so much worried? Why? BJP is so much worried because they know that they have lost the elections. They have lost the elections. After 14 to 15 central leaders were there for last 10 days, last almost 15 days in
But tell
Kolkata,
me, okay, if you lose, will you blame someone? Or accept the verdict?
Of course we'll accept the mandate.
If you win, you'll accept the mandate? Just tell me, if you win, you'll accept the mandate?
But we'll not lose. That is
No, if you win, you will accept the mandate?
We'll not lose. That is
No, okay. So, since you will not lose, you will... But if you lose, will you accept the mandate?
Of course.
If you lose, will you accept the mandate peacefully? Charu, no, simple question. If you lose, will you accept the mandate?
You know the thing is, it's these people, when they won also, they shed so much blood. They went around on a rampage, raping and molesting women, killing Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakartas. Arnab, more than 300 Bharatiya Janata Party Karyakartas were murdered at the hands of TMC goons. They do that when they win an election. What are they talking about? Yes, I will go on. Yes.
BJP will give
no problem. I will happily go on because the fact is that somebody needs to raise their voices for this.
BJP will give you some marks, you go on.
Do not worry about what BJP will do. But I am asking you, do you have a conscience even? Because after you won elections, your goons went village to village identifying, and even this time they did that, Arnab, there were places where they put it on the button of the EVM, you know, so that a person, if they press the button of BJP, they came out with a fragrance around them. They were trying to mark people. This is the extent to which they go. Last time, are you going to pretend and say that all those murders didn't happen? All those rape and molestations didn't happen? All those cases were not registered? Even this time, all the bloody noses and broken cars, have you forgotten that?
Amit Shah is watching the
you went to the extent of holding court officers hostage this time. Do you remember that? Even court officers were held hostage during the SIR process in West Bengal. That is how you work. I'm not shouting. I don't
You will get points.
I also don't need to get into rhetorics.
Now Faizan has been quiet.
Everything I'm saying is a fact.
Faizan.
I am not on a repetitive mood like you are. You are repeating the same word again and again. Answer me, no. Answer me, where have those 300 people's deaths happened from? If it wasn't your goons.
Ati is beside you. Your Amit Shah is beside you. You will get
Do you
points.
have anything substantial to say? Do you have anything substantial to say?
You are not allowed.
Do you have anything concrete to say apart from this silly rhetoric that people of this country don't want to listen to?
Something from Shishir Bajodi.
No, because I'm worked up. I find it downright pathetic that you still have nothing concrete to say.
Just a minute. 1 minute, please. Now, Faizan is on the debate. Earlier, Balchandra Kangu refused to go into the debate of how Hindus were treated. But Faizan, you are a realist. And, you know, you claim to be secular.
I do.
I said earlier that if, you know why Nimita was beaten up severely because her son's name was Gopal, which is an identifiable Hindu name. And because he was a BJP worker. You have to be heartless to disagree with me. And look at, when you see her today, see the images, they are on the screen. Do you see images of her being beaten up, thrashed, this old woman? She succumbed to her injuries, Faizan. This is the kind of pseudo-secularism of Mamta Banerjee that people like you come to support because it suits your politics.
No.
You have to support
now,
it.
Mr. Goswami,
because
yes,
murders, rape, gang rape, a crime syndicate, right, run over several years in an institutionalized way has to be supported because it is convenient for you.
Okay, Mr. Goswami, first
If,
of all...
if, for example, her name was not Nimita and her son's name was not Gopal, would you react differently? You would. You would say, look, Muslims are being targeted. People from the minority community are being targeted. But when Hindus are targeted, it is part of the game.
No.
This is the khela. This is the khela that Mamta Banerjee does.
Mr. Goswami, now give me time. See, it's already...
You don't avoid the question, the subject on which I've been at.
I'm not going to avoid anything.
Because this visual is very telling.
But I request you to kindly give me uninterrupted time.
And that's why there is 92% voting, let me tell you.
So, I'll tell you. First of all, I wish you would have given me this opportunity earlier. But, chaliye, time khatam ho raha, but still I'll try to answer all the questions you have raised. First of all, it is very unfortunate what has happened to the lady you just, the images of whom you are
unfortunate.
And
that's it.
Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate, she died.
Mr. Goswami.
Unfortunate, she died. Let's move on.
Mr. Goswami.
Unfortunate.
No, let's not move on. Let's not move on. Let's punish the perpetrators.
No, let's unfortunate and move on.
Mr. Goswami, now let me complete, sir. This
no, unfortunate that Durga Puja pandals were stopped during Muharram processions.
Mr. Goswami, please let me complete. You have asked me a question. Kindly let me complete.
You should have
kindly let me complete. Now there's a gentleman who has also passed away. He was also a Hindu. His name is Purna Chandra. He was beaten by the CRPF, by the officials Narendra Modi has appointed in booth number 245 in Uday Narayan constituency. He was 81 years of age. This is because he was lathi charged in booth number 186. Shut up! Shut up!
She says shut up! It's gone down to shut up now. Shishir is being told to shut up.
I didn't interject while you were speaking. Shut up! This is a sensitive matter. Shut up!
BJP versus SP. SP says shut up.
Respond at your own time, Mr. Goswami. Let me bring to your notice.
You can tell me to shut up. You can do what you want.
Yes,
but what you're saying is a lie.
Let me complete, gentlemen. Let me complete. With due respect to you, I ask you to zip it. With due respect, I ask you to zip it. Zip it, sir, for a moment. Then you can blab all you want. Okay, Mr. Goswami, now I'll give you some figures and just kindly tell me what would you make out of this? ADR report says Bharatiya Janata Party has 54 MPs and MLAs maximum who have serious criminal charges against women. Then there was this Dalit girl in Hathras, 19-year-old. She was gang raped and Yogi government tried to protect the perpetrators by getting her body cremated even before her family could officially take any action against it. Then in Ghazipur, there's a Vishwakarma community lady, a 17-year-old girl. She was raped and murdered, and when Samajwadi delegation was going to meet her family, because the family was saying that nobody is listening to them, and the perpetrators are very influential, they cannot register an FIR. Bharatiya Janata Party Hundas attacked the Samajwadi delegation. So this is an act against Hindus by Yogi government. Then there is some West Bengal. So Hindus don't matter for you in Uttar Pradesh. I'll tell you something, sir. The people of Uttar Pradesh know that somebody is going to support them and who's going to empower the PDF community is none other than Akhilesh Yadav. Because not all superheroes wear red capes. Some wear red caps also. And this man is going to end the jungle Raj of Yogi Adityanath very soon, because there's enough document to prove the way Mr.
Kango, you can come in. Don't leave, Mr. Kango. You can come in. You can come in, Mr. Kango. He's gone off.
The way, unfortunately, the Election Commission is silent, Mr. Narendra Modi, Mr. Amit Shah. There's been a deployment of around 700 CRPF personnels there. In Manipur, where a tribal lady was murdered, a tribal lady...
they would not be voting. I think that's
I'll tell you, sir, what's wrong. Where a tribal woman was gang raped, Narendra Modi didn't go there for a good one plus years, and now
the Kolkata, security has ensured 92% vote. Be grateful for it.
In Manipur, only 18,000. There's fresh violence in Manipur. Modi has
you want the security forces to go away. Why? What is your interest?
Go to Manipur. This shows his intent, his commitment towards safeguarding the interests of ladies, towards empowering the woman and protecting the woman.
Samajwadi Party says remove security forces from Bengal.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying
that.
Because they want violence in West Bengal.
Where it is required. It is required in Manipur, where a tribal lady was murdered. Sir, would you just kindly respond on this data? The data says that in the first phase of elections, Bharatiya Janata Party, you people gave tickets to 63% of the people of serious criminal charges against women. So what do you make out of it? All those people who have committed some or the other crime against a woman, 63% of them are contesting from Bharatiya Janata Party in the first phase. And I am here to expose you. And Mr. Goswami, whatever the case may be, I would want to bring to your notice, sir, that Mamta Banerjee is a fighter. She knows how to give back.
But crime has its limits. No crime syndicate lasts for a very long time.
And she'll do that.
No crime syndicate.
She will do that.
No crime syndicate lasts forever.
Narendra Modi, sir, crime syndicate is of Bharatiya Janata Party and India bloc collectively, and in this particular election, Mamta Banerjee, as I said, will give back to Bharatiya Janata Party in solar plexus. It's the people of West Bengal who know the real character and intent of Bharatiya Janata Party, of Narendra Modi. And Narendra Modi is going to get a befitting reply on the 4th of May. Narendra Modi, Bharatiya Janata Party is going to lose this election, sir. Not because there was anti-incumbency of Mamta Banerjee, but because people know that this is the party which can work for their development. And after through the SIR, the way unethically the voters, their votes were cut down. The anti-incumbency feeling, whatever little there was, that has vanished. Now there's just one feeling, the feeling of oneness, the feeling of Hindustan, the feeling of being a Bengali.
Hindustan,
they all
oneness.
will collectively
if I go
kick
to a
out
police
this
station to register a case, I am arrested.
And throw it back
you
in
call
Delhi.
this oneness?
So in
you call
Bengal,
this oneness? Which Hindustan? Which Hindustan?
Mamta Banerjee is going to make a jhalumuri of Bharatiya Janata Party's propaganda. And Mr. Goswami, very soon you will see, on 4th of May, we'll be sitting here, we'll see how TMC is going to win and Bharatiya Janata Party will fall flat on its face. And this is going to happen because the people of Bengal are intelligent. You cannot fool them. There's enough data. I have this entire data with me which shows that, sir, let me just tell you.
Faizan, remain strong, remain strong. Don't break down on 4th.
Can I
Stay
come
strong,
in?
Neil.
Please.
Stay strong, Neil. Sukanya, stay strong, Niladri. Don't break down. I don't want a nervous breakdown on fourth.
Nobody's going to
Neil,
break down.
Neil, I don't want a nervous breakdown. Neil, stay strong, Neil. Stay strong.
We will the same for the BJP people.
Stay strong.
We will the same for
Stay strong to
we will the same for the BJP.
Okay, Mamata Banerjee is going to start her protest in some time. Lots of drama. At 9 o'clock tonight, a lot of people are telling me that they don't believe in polls. I have no problem, by the way. You don't want to believe in polls, don't believe in polls. But I will bring 5 pollsters and 5 people who hate them on the debate. Let them have it out between each other. They're live with me. When we are back, 9 o'clock tonight.
Where is he? 4 घंटे से वेट कर रही हूँ उसका. कहाँ है वो?
अब भी गया.
Let's continue with the shirt.
Sure. बंदे को लिनन पसंद है तो पसंद है. बोलो आप क्या बनवाओगे? लिनन by Arvind.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
प्यास बुझाए ठंडक लाए सबको भाई जीरा सिंह MDH का जलजीरा जीरा सिंह
जीरा सिंह असली रिफ्रेशिंग असली स्वाद असली मजा
MDH
Join IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management. To know more about ECHAT exam, call 98310 50,000.
Where is he? 4 घंटे से वेट कर रही हूँ उसका. कहाँ है वो?
अब भी गया.
Let's continue with the shirt.
Sure. बंदे को लिनन पसंद है तो पसंद है. बोलो आप क्या बनवाओगे? लिनन by Arvind.
Join IIHM International Institute of Hotel Management. To know more about ECHAT exam, call 98310 50,000.
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ
8 मिनट में तैयार.
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा हार्डकोर मसाला.
Character, the taste of success.
साथी हाथ बढ़ाना साथी रे जिंदल साथी सील साथी रे हर सॉलिड इसकी फील है.
India is in the grip of the saffron wave. Congress voter has moved over. The NDA has gained 78 seats, out of which all but 1 are at the expense of the Mahagathbandhan. It's a pure transfer. It's just and simple arithmetic going on out here. You agree with this argument? जो भी alliance जीता हम जीते, National Conference जीता हम जीते, JMM जीता हम जीते, आप नहीं जीते.
From the Republic Media Network headquarters, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate. Arnab Arnab Goswami on the debate.
On the nation's sharpest opinion, I address the big elephant in the room question, can you believe the exit polls? Well, let me put the data on the table. Can you trust the exit polls? My answer is more often than not, yes you can. More often than not, yes you can. If you are trying to look for broad trends, the exit polls are more or less directionally correct most of the time. Nobody, I repeat, nobody is claiming that exit polls are surgically precise. But do exit polls tell you broadly who is going to win? I think on more occasions than not they do. I have with me, for example, 7 examples of big exit polls getting the elections right from 2009 Lok Sabha to 2025 Bihar Assembly polls. 2009 Lok Sabha, 3 got it correct. 2014 Lok Sabha, all 6 got it correct, right? I remember I was in Times Now then. I mean, I founded Times Now. It's a channel I started from scratch. I'm not responsible for how it is right now, but we got it right. 2019 Lok Sabha, 6 out of 8 agencies got it right. Most recently, 2021 Tamil Nadu election, because it's a complicated election to predict, all of them got it right, right? 2021 Assam, for example, Access My India predicted NDA 75 to 85, NDA won exactly 75. So when someone tells you that exit polls cannot be trusted at all, I want you to remember these numbers on your screen. I want you to remember that 9 out of 9 in Bihar got it right. I want you to remember 6 out of 6 in 2014. I want you to remember what the data actually says. Yes, sometimes exit polls get it wrong too. Let me give 3 examples of when they get it wrong. Directionally also they get it wrong. 2021 Bengal. Jan Ki Baat, some at that time predicted BJP victory, predicted TMC crash. Jan Ki Baat got it completely wrong, completely wrong. We'd also published their numbers, right? Access My India predicted 134 to 160, completely wrong. See Voter got it completely wrong. So no poll came within 24 seats of the actual result. 2024 Haryana, so many got it wrong. Matrise got it wrong, Red Mike, P Mark, whatever, they all got it wrong. The direction was wrong. 2024 Lok Sabha, that's where the biggest mistakes happen. It was a nightmare. Everybody overestimated the NDA. The actual result, the BJP only got 240. The direction on the winner was right. NDA did win, but the scale was catastrophically wrong by over 100 seats. So yes, polls have been wrong as well. I'm not hiding that. But what I'm asking you is this, that how many times were they right versus how many times they were wrong? The fact is, exit polls, if you look at it, there is a survey done which says on 16 occasions they're roughly correct on 7, wrong on 4, and directionally they are more or less right. So if you want to look at a directional sense of the result, you will get it now through the exit polls. Now, one point I want to make on Bengal. I want to spend a moment on today's Chanakya. In 2021, today's Chanakya exit poll was the closest pollster to the actual result. Closest to the actual result, right? And today's Chanakya, Jan Ki Baat got it terribly wrong. Very, very bad poll they did. They gave 160 to 185. But on the other hand, today's Chanakya placed TMC at 180 seats. TMC won 215. The same pollster that gave them 180 seats and were the closest to their numbers in 2021 are saying in 2026 that the BJP could get about 190 on an average in a range of 181 to 203. So today's Chanakya, which predicted a big TMC win in 2021, which happened, is predicting a big TMC win in 2021, which happened, is predicting this cycle in 2026 has changed and is saying the ground strength of the Trinamool is gone and the BJP is sweeping Bengal. So if the TMC wants to look at it, the only pollster that had got it right for them in 2021 has predicted that they are completely out of the game in 2026. But one point also, people have been asking me personally, who will win? Will it be 50-50? Viewers, the political world in India is not 50-50 anymore. Mandates are decisive. And this changes everything about the way we are reading exit polls. When was the last time, for example, in a major state in India, you had a genuine 50-50 contest? A result where neither side would know who would win until the very last seat, a hung assembly situation. A result where even the exit polls say too close to call. It doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. 2019 Haryana was the last true hung assembly. BJP 40, Congress 31, JJP 10 in a 90-seat house. Since then, we are not seeing hung verdicts. No hung verdict in Maharashtra. NDA won 235 out of 288. Haryana 2024, BJP won 48 seats, comfortable win. Bihar 2025, NDA won 202 out of 243 seats. Delhi 2025, BJP, which was down and out, won 48 out of 70 seats in a remarkable comeback. So one point you must keep in mind, that elections are complex, decisions of the people are difficult to decipher, but broadly it would not be wrong to say that as of today, the era of shaky, middle of the road, 50-50 verdicts is over. So one point to repeat once again, more or less exit polls are directionally right. My question for May 4th is not whether the polls are right in that direction. The question is whether the scale of the victory will be more than what has been predicted. I do not believe in hung verdicts anymore. Of course, we can be corrected if that's what the people want. But hung verdicts don't really happen. After this, if you want to have trust on the exit polls, it's your choice. But you can't disregard them either. Let's debate.
EVMs are yet to open. And what's grabbing everyone's attention are exit polls. For a state like West Bengal, polls have largely given one-sided mandates. This year too, a clear edge for BJP in West Bengal, with Matrice giving 146 to 161 seats, PMark giving 150 to 175, Praja Poll Analytics giving 178 to 208, and Dainik Bhaskar giving 155 seats to BJP, taking the poll of polls average to 155 for the party. But the incumbent TMC in denial, dismissing exit polls as unreliable.
2/3 से ज़्यादा सीटें आ रही हैं तृणमूल की, आप देख लेना और आपको अपने आप पता लग जाएगा. ये जो है ना, मतलब मुझे मालूम है ईडी का डर सबको लगा रहता है क्योंकि मोस्टली तो बिजनेस हाउसेस हैं सारे, तो एक्चुअल फैक्ट बताना चाहिए, सही तरह से बताना चाहिए. पोलस्टर्स की भी क्रेडिबिलिटी तो रहने गई, विश्वसनीयता कहाँ गई?
And now, today's Chanakya even going further, predicting BJP seats in the range of 181 to 203. Now, exit polls can be misleading. The outcomes can diverge from predictions. This was visible in Bihar 2025, Lok Sabha elections 2024, Haryana elections 2024, Maharashtra in the same year, and even Bengal in 2021 when polls predicted a narrow BJP win. But even if they missed the magnitude, directionally they have been right more often than not. But Mamata Banerjee says pollsters aim to hurt the morale of TMC workers.
আমি আমার কর্মীদের কাছেও খুব কৃতজ্ঞ যারা জীবনপণ লড়াই করে অনেক অত্যাচার সহ্য করে সেন্ট্রাল ফোর্স এবং এখানকার ফোর্স সবার যৌথ অত্যাচার সহ্য করেও টোটাল সমস্ত মেশিনারি গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া, প্রাইম মিনিস্টার, হোম মিনিস্টার থেকে শুরু করে পুরো গভর্নমেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া এবং 19টা রাজ্যের বিজেপি নেতাদের এবং অর্থ ভাণ্ডার, শক্তির ভাণ্ডার, বন্দুকের ভাণ্ডার নিয়ে যারা বাংলার মানুষকে জব্দ করতে চেয়েছিলেন, জব্দ তারা কিন্তু ভোট বাক্সে হয়ে গেছে।
Another exit poll that has thrown in a surprise is Access My India. predicting a dramatic debut for Vijay's TVK in Tamil Nadu at 98 to 120 seats. All sides are now on May 4th to see which side these elections will swing, with the electorate becoming more decisive.
Okay, now, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by Pradeep Gupta of Access My India, Manoj Singh of Matrise, Animesh Pandey, co-founder of PMARC, Sanju Verma of the BJP, Pugal Gandhi, spokesperson of the DMK, Pulla Rao is pro-DMK, Sudipta Sarkar is pro-TMC, and Kapil Madan is pro-Congress. Thank you very much. Now, I want to start with Pradeep. Pradeep, you've chosen not to reveal your numbers on Bengal. But you told me yesterday that you would try one more time. You had said yesterday that I will try one more time to see whether I can go and do a survey. Did you try to do that?
Yes, definitely, Arnab. Today we tried hard enough and tried to speak, but it happens to be the presidency and most number of seats in the second phase. And it is getting worse in Kolkata. I would say yesterday in rural areas, 6 to 7% people is not willing to speak. Here, number is 7 to 8 people not willing to speak to people. I mean, and that's the methodology we follow, face-to-face interview across the constituency and with representatives.
What is the demography you're looking at? What kind of demography are you looking at? You're saying Kolkata. What kind of people are you speaking to? People in lower economic clusters, people in high-rise apartments? How do you decide?
First and foremost important is gender, which is 50-50, which is the largest demography in that sense, the representative. The second most important in case of Bengal, it differs from different state to state, is the caste. Caste meaning 3-4 major castes here when it comes to presidency. One is the scheduled caste, the general class, the minorities, and there is no question of ST in Kolkata. So these are the 3-4 major causes when it comes to Bengal, and that too it comes to the city.
So Pradeep, here today I have two other pollsters with you, and this question must be addressed. Some of our viewers are asking, if people are not talking to Access My India, how are they talking to Matris? If they are not talking to Pradeep Gupta, how are they talking to PMARC? Do you have an answer for that, Manojji? You put out your polls. You said 68,000 sample you have got. आपसे बात कर रहे हैं, उनसे बात नहीं कर रहे, ये मैं समझ नहीं पा रहा।
मुझे तो आश्चर्य इस बात को कि लगा क्या 2021 में बताया जा रहा था कि हम पोल किसको कर रहे हैं, लेकिन उस समय भी तो सारे पोल किए थे, माई एक्सेस भी किया था और मैं
एक्सेस ने भी किया था।
तो क्या उसमें और आज के अंतर में क्या हुआ? दूसरी बात है कि जब हम बार-बार ये कह रहे हैं कि बंगाल में भय का वातावरण है, किससे भय है? ममता बनर्जी से भय है?
ममता से भय।
और जब जो नहीं बोल रहा है, यानी को भय से नहीं बोल रहा है, तो ममता का वोटर नहीं हो सकता है? क्या हो सकता है ममता का वोटर?
असंभव है। तो अभी इस वक्त बहुत ड्रामा हो रहा है वहां पे, देखिए
इलेक्शन का कोई मतलब कि हम नहीं कर पा रहे।
आपने जो सवाल इनको पूछा तो ये जवाब दे दे। वहां पे बहुत ड्रामा हो रहा है कोलकाता में। वहां पे कुणाल घोष आई थिंक कुछ प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे हैं, ममता बनर्जी ड्रामा करने पहुंच रही हैं, शशि पांजा भी उनके साथ है। बहुत ड्रामा आज रात को होने वाला है। ममता बनर्जी बोल रही है मैं वहां पे बैठ के चौकीदारी करूंगी, जो वहां पे स्ट्रांग रूम से
सब कुछ दिखा रहा है कि जो बीजेपी 2021 में कर रही थी
जी,
वो आज टीएमसी को करना पड़ रहा है
जी। मगर ये सवाल मैं चाहता हूं प्रदीप गुप्ता जी, जस्ट कमिंग टू अनिमेश, प्रदीप गुप्ता जी, ही हैज आस्क्ड अ क्वेश्चन टू यू कि 2021 में आपसे बात कर रहे थे, 2026 ये कैसा हो रहा है?
देखिए 2021 में भी 20 से 30% लोग बात नहीं कर रहे थे बंगाल में, लेकिन इस समय जो है इस पोल में जो है बिकॉज ऑफ मल्टीपल रीजंस, जैसे मैंने कहा SIR है वगैरह वगैरह, और भी ऐसे विषय आ चुके हैं सामने कि लोग बहुत ज्यादा डरे हुए हैं। वो बात अननेसेसरी प्रॉब्लम में नहीं आना चाहते। व्हेन यू नॉक द डोर एंड इट्स नॉट दैट कि हम सामने रोड पे उनसे बात करने की कोशिश करते हैं। नो, पोलिंग डे के दिन आज के समय में एग्जिट पोल अलाउड ही नहीं है एज पर ECI गाइडलाइन।
अच्छा, ये कोई अभी ड्रामा हो रहा है? 1 मिनट में लाइव जाता हूँ, ये लाइव तस्वीरें हो रही, लग रहा है कुछ हो रहा है वहाँ पे। अब हम रिपोर्टर अगर हैं वहाँ पे तो मैं दिखाना भी चाहूंगा। सिक्योरिटी फोर्सेस पुलिस के बीच में कोई झड़प हो रही है। आई थिंक इट्स अ सेटअप गेम Mamta is doing out there. Animesh has a question also. Animesh, how come people are talking to you and not talking to him? This I find strange. you know, are you using different methods? Because yesterday Pradeep Gupta said that I send my people on the ground. He said the people on the ground, 5 of his people got arrested while they were on the ground. Why were your people not arrested? Why are people talking to you? I'm not understanding this duality.
No, I think West Bengal is definitely a unique state. And even our teams have faced challenges in both 2026 and 2021. And especially when the winds of change are much stronger, right? The people are much more hesitant to come out in face-to-face interviews and come out with
but what percentage were not willing to talk to you? See, he says only 7 to 8% were willing to talk to me, which means 92% are... No, what did you say, Pradeep Gupta? Is that...
7 to 8 not ready to talk to us.
What percentage?
70 to 80%.
70 to 80% were not willing to talk to you. What was